अरे दीदी, ब्राइडल मेकअप, ब्रेकअप मेकअप, नो मेकअप मेकअप, जैसा लुक बोलेंगी ना बिल्कुल वैसा लुक दूंगी आपको। और देखना, लोग पहचान ही नहीं पाएंगे कि ये वही नज़मा आपी है।
अरे जिस नज़मा आपी की पॉपुलैरिटी पे ये शो मिला है, लोग उसे ही नहीं पहचान पाएंगे और आप खुश हो रही हो। कॉमन सेंस के बस नाम में कॉमन है, बट है ये बहुत रेयर, इसीलिए है ये शो। और दीदी आपको पता है, आजकल तो दिया लेके ढूंढो ना तो भी नहीं मिलता है कॉमन सेंस।
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
This is the show we're going to pitch.
The classic TV game show.
We have a top prize of £1 million.
It's multiple choice, which has never been done before.
It's my turn.
Who have you brought?
My wife. You better. She's played before.
Oh.
You know, when I'm at home, I guess wrong 80% of the time.
Okay, something's weird.
My strategy has worked so far.
He's a real dodgy one. Normal people don't play like this.
Charles, for £1 million.
Guilty! I'm calling the police.
We're placing you both under arrest.
Charles Ingram is completely innocent.
It's giving an advantage. They're cheats.
It isn't cheating.
This is theft. There's a pattern. For what, coughing?
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Ingram. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Sony Live brings you unlimited gaming fun with more than 50 free games. Play solo and challenge yourself, or crush other players in exciting live matches and win massive cash prizes worth lakhs of rupees. Ready to win? Download the Sony Live app now.
Welcome back. Just a reminder, of course, about the Lanka Premier League edition number 2, 2021. That is going to be season 2, going to be starting in July and August. That's not too far away. So season number 1 has been terrific. And the big final tonight, of course, and season 2 not too far away. And here's one of our camera guys, all the camera guys are going to be at the top of the game, obviously, tonight. We've got a new addition to our staff. It is Chadwick Walton, who's operating the buggy, actually. He's got the remote there operating the buggy. He's just getting used to that. He's going to be on that all night tonight, so that's going to be good to see. And always nice to have a bit of extra help. Thank you, Chadwick. I appreciate that. He didn't pass the fitness test today, and that's a bit of bad luck for him. Right, I promised you we're going to introduce you to our new host. Let's go and meet him.
Hello guys, I'm Mohammad Azam Khan and we're here with Danushka Gunathilaka and Shoaib Malik. So I'm going to chat with them before the final tomorrow. It's God Gladiators versus Jaffna. So Salam Shoaib bhai.
Walaikum salam.
Hello Danush, how are you?
Hi, good.
So Shoaib bhai, I have some questions with me and here's the first question. So if you're facing Mohammad Amir, which areas on the ground will you target?
Wherever he's going to bowl. But of course, he's a quality bowler and I guess the goal is not to give wickets to him.
So the second question for you is that how do you approach your innings when you're chasing a big total like 200?
Well, you just have to target your bowlers and take the game deep, especially when you're chasing it, regardless whatever target you're chasing.
Nice. So Danush, there's a question for you that how do you approach your innings while chasing a big target or I'll say to open the innings, that like what's your plan basically?
Well, I just try to be positive in the beginning of the inning. So yeah, whatever it's a target, so I just try to be positive and try to be relaxed and play my natural game.
So there's another question for you that what are your plans for the finals?
Plan is to win the final. That's the plan. So let's see how it goes.
So Shoaib bhai, ek aakhri sawal for you. How does it feel playing yet another final with a team named Stallions?
Well, of course, I was even discussing the same thing with my teammates yesterday. I said, we have won quite a lot trophies with the name Stallions and well, here is another opportunity, but having said that, still there is a process to follow and looking forward for the finals.
So there's a rapid fire round, Shoaib bhai. So there are some words with me, and you just have to say, "Ke kya matlab? What do you feel about it?" So, bowler.
Any bowler.
Any bowler. Success.
When I see the trophy.
Nice. Netflix series.
Shooter plus Money Heist.
Nice. Love.
Marriage.
Lawn tennis.
Of course. Do I really have a choice?
Yeah. Golf gladiators.
Whole team.
The word stallions. So same goes for you, Dhanush. Batsman.
Abby de Villiers.
Coach.
Graham Ford.
Nice. Captain.
Angela Matthews.
Tourist destination. Favorite.
Probably London.
Nice. Cheat meal.
Biryani. Mutton biryani.
Same here, bro. DRS.
Yes, I like.
Yes.
I don't get, yeah.
Jaffna Stallions.
They will lose tomorrow.
I said whole team. My answer was nicer.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for that. Right, let's have a look at the most runs. Gunnar Tilaka, Russ, has been absolutely sensational.
Outstanding, because he has been consistent, he strikes them well, and he scores them risk-free. So he hardly gives the bowler an opportunity, even though he dominates all the while.
Last time these two teams played, he 56 off 44 balls. I mean, he was he's just one of those guys who's been so... I mean, the consistency of his run has just been extraordinary.
Yeah, and it's hard also because they were not getting the results early. So that would have been deflating for him, even though he was getting the runs. But he was able to just focus on his job. Exactly what you need to do. You do your job properly, it gives the team a cushion to work with. So he was always there, which the team later on piggybacked on and got their confidence back.
But there's one thing about Gunnar Tilaka that the Stallions will be aware of, and that's how he's been dismissed.
I've been telling him to put the reverse sweep away. So that's a shot he's got to stay away from, and against the Stallions, he's been dismissed twice, playing the reverse sweep.
And the ball each time has been?
Both times, one into Hasaranga, and there's been a big battle. If I just add the numbers in there, it gives you the picture of where Hasaranga is. 10 balls, 6 runs, 2 wickets. Right. Hasaranga versus Gunnar Tilaka.
Well, I think we've got to talk about Hasaranga because, I mean, his influence in this tournament, I mean, he's got to be the player of the tournament at the moment. And something special can happen tonight for someone else to snaffle that.
And at the most vital times, Hasaranga pops up. He's been thrown the ball when the captain needs him. In the power play, in the middle overs towards the latter end. And he does not disappoint. He's bamboozled all the batsmen, which is incredible. And he's very young too, growing in confidence and in his skill. These were the 3 wickets against the Dambulla Viking in the semi-final.
3 for 14 he picked up. I mean, his economy rate after this performance is 5.27. I mean, that's just quite ridiculous. The other thing about it is he's bowled 97 dot balls. I mean, that's the other part of the story.
It certainly is, and he feels well. He scores runs with the bat, and Jaffna Stallions will be very, very happy with their pickup of him because they picked him as a marquee player, not off the draft. Along with the overseas players, the only local marquee player that was picked.
The other thing, if we go back to the semi-final, you'll remember that the guys that also were trying to get off the mark as well, and there were a couple of run-outs as well when he was in action.
Yeah, the pressure was on, the runs were on the board, and I think that's the way the Jaffna Stallions are looking to go today as well. He's quite well complemented by the others, but he is the main man because he'll bowl at the tough times.
Okay, Russell, thanks so much for your views. There's a look at both the teams as getting their final shot before the big final. What an event this is going to be. Conditions are absolutely ideal. We're going to take a break. When we come back, live cricket. Enjoy the final.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
बिना प्ले अलोंग गोल्ड जीते कैसे जी? सब्सक्राइब करना ही पड़ेगा क्या?
अरे नहीं भाई, केबीसी प्ले अलोंग फ्री है, बिल्कुल निशुल्क। बस रजिस्टर कीजिए, खेलना शुरू कर दीजिए पहले की तरह। आप जीत सकते हैं नकद राशि और ढेरों इनाम। हो जाइए विराजमान यहाँ हॉट सीट पर श्रीमान।
बस ये लो अभी।
मौका अभी भी है। प्रणाम।
क्रिमिनल जस्टिस के लिए हम हर हथकंडा अपनाएंगे। अगर कोई कमिटमेंट तोड़नी पड़े तो तोड़ेंगे, अगर कोई एडजस्टमेंट करने पड़े तो करेंगे। आज के बाद हम सब लोग सिर्फ एक ही रूल फॉलो करेंगे और वो है नो रूल्स। सुना यार, लकीर का फकीर है। जैसे बस कंडक्टर घंटी का गुलाम होता है ना, वैसे तो रूल्स का गुलाम है। जोक मारा? अच्छा लगा? नहीं।
सोसाइटी में रहने के कुछ रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस होते हैं यार।
हमारा ये दोस्त बोलता ज्यादा और करता कम है।
इसने भी नोटिस किया।
सीरियसली?
अपनी लाइफ का तो एक ही फंडा है, नो रूल्स, नो कमिटमेंट, ओनली एडजस्टमेंट।
समरो लोग मामूली पेशेंट नहीं है, ये लश्कर बद्र का सेकंड इन कमांड है।
इबोला का एंटीडोट हमारे भाई की सही सलामत वापस लौटने का पासपोर्ट है। जब हिंदुस्तान में ये वायरस रिलीज होगा तब क्या होगा?
कल मुंबई में वायरस रिलीज हो जाना चाहिए।
तुम्हारा साइड किक बन के तुम्हारी ईगो को सेटिस्फाई करने का टाइम नहीं मेरे पास।
साइड किक नहीं, पार्टनर।
इबोला का वायरस शहर के बहुत सारे हिस्सों में फैल चुका है।
हमारे पास ना कोई सस्पेक्ट है ना कोई क्लू है। इस केस में हम जिस भी डायरेक्शन में बढ़ते हैं डेड एंड आ जाता है।
अगर 7 दिनों में एंटीडोट नहीं मिला तो सब मर जाएंगे। एक बात हमेशा याद रखना बशीर भैया, यार तुम्हारी और मेरी पट तो सकती है, जम नहीं सकती।
I've spent 9 years behind these walls for a crime I didn't commit. You tore my family apart. Becoming a lawyer helped set me free.
Mr. Wallace deserves an opportunity to present his defense before a new jury.
And now the real fight begins.
I'm sorry that you feel that
You're not starting to think Wallace is innocent. Now I'll free others. I'm your lawyer now.
You can't back down now.
I won't. Lanka Premier League 2020. Win together.
It has been a festival of cricket. A celebration of the human spirit in a difficult time. A victory of hope over despair. After 22 games, the tournament is set for a grand finale with the Gladiators facing the Stallions. Two performers stand out. Gauls Gunatilaka has been the tournament's top batsman so far. And for the Stallions, Hasaranga has been an inspiration. The tournament's top wicket taker, and he was also the best economy rate. The stakes couldn't be higher. Which team will lift the trophy for the first time?
History in the making as the sun goes down. Only one team will lift the prestigious trophy tonight. Will it be the Jaffna Stallions or the Gaul Gladiators? Hello and welcome to Hamban Tota, where we have the best of the best up against each other in the final. Early at the toss, Jaffna Stallion won the toss, elected to bat first. Gaul Gladiators, their captain, saying that he welcomed the opportunity to bowl and to chase. These are the two teams. Jaffna Stallions going in with an unchanged team from the one used in the semi-final. Gaul Gladiators, on the other hand, making one change from their semi-final team. Hazratullah Zazai in the side. We are very excited to see the start of this final. Players buzzing around. Everyone will be focusing on the action in the middle. The two umpires, standing umpires, Ruchira Paliaguruge and Kumar Dharmasena, will control proceedings out in the middle. And alongside me in the commentary box, my two colleagues, Ruslano, Amir Sohail. The last game.
Yeah, and should be an excited one. The entire cricketing world is abuzz in anticipation. And surely it should be a thrilling contest. Afternoon, Russell. Good evening, Russell.
Yes. Evening, guys. Evening, everyone, wherever you are. Yeah, we're all set for the final. Which of these two teams will have a happy ending? That's what we wait to see at the end of these 40 overs. The Galle Gladiators, well, a side to admire. They've had their share of issues, plenty of losses, but have regrouped, picked up all their resources and using it very, very well.
Well,
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights.
As long as she has been in public light, there have been these ups and downs.
You want to make a difference, you want to have an impact, well then you got to get in the arena.
Come on, get out. You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Prestigious trophy. Both the openers making their way.
For the first time in the tournament, the openers of the Jaffna Stallions came good, Avishka Fernando and Johnson Charles. They'll want to repeat it. It's a good pitch. I like the decision that Thisara Pereira did make. They beat the Galle Gladiators twice in the league stages. On both occasions they chased. But here, in the final, he's opted to bat first. I think that's a very positive decision. He's not thinking about the opposition, but he's just focused on what his team can do.
I'll come to you on that. Johnson Charles, it was explosive with the bat in his last innings in the semi-finals. Made a huge difference. And here is Avishka Fernando, highly talented youngster. Now, for me, be all and end all of Jaffna Stallions captain Pereira. He trusts his bowling more than his batting. He knows whatever their batsmen are going to get them, he should be able to defend them through his bowlers, whether it's due around or not. Positive.
The Gladiators winning the last two games, chasing. Very happy to do that, but it's their bowling that did it for them. 128 and 150, they restricted their opposition.
Just add Ruslano. All three matches won by Galle Gladiators. They were one chasing. On the other hand, Jaffna Stallions, they've shown versatility in the way they've gone about winning matches. 5 times they've batted first, 3 wins out of 5. And the 3 times they chase, they produce 2 wins. Here we go, first delivery. On the money, on the button, Mohammad Amir. He's been excellent since taking 5 for 26. That was during the 14th match of the tournament, and since then he's blossomed.
Such an inspiration, sets the tone. The first 3-4 overs so crucial because with Nuwan Tushar they built so much pressure. His tournament was a very slow start, as you mentioned, Darren, and they've always looked to take wickets. 2 slips in place for Amir. Bhanuka Rajapaksa knows the importance of picking up wickets. First runs, backing himself to get that swing, which he has been getting.
Not only Mohammad Amir has bowled well, but it has rubbed on to the other bowlers as well. Tushara, both these bowlers, they have completed each other very well. If Mohammad Amir has not been able to pick up wickets, he has created that pressure with a bit of swing, and finding the right line of length. And from there on, the other bowlers who bowled with him, they prevailed.
Nice firm strike down the ground. It was a push from the muscular Johnson Charles. He's in very good form. 76 in the semi-final. And a good start to him here again.
My 11 circle champion shot. Now his foot never goes near the ball. He's all about a base. And he's a batsman who backs to hit the ball. Just through the line.
Let me tell you, it was a fantastic stroke. The ball was shaping in. And to be able to control that stroke, excellent. Deliberately angled the bat. And another boundary.
My 11 circle champion shots. Amir, well, he started with 2 slips. But not for Charles. Might have been slightly wide too, but maybe Charles wouldn't have played that.
Not happy, Mohammad Amir.
I like to see when senior players like Mohammad Amir get frustrated, because it brings out the best in them, sets the example, the tone for the other bowlers. Playing a miss, angling away from the right-hander.
He had the line covered, Johnson Charles. The slip has gone slightly wider. Ruchirapalli Gruge. Quite experienced. Played a lot of first-class cricket. One of my teammates in domestic cricket. Not as old as them, me, but we were teammates. Same with Kumar Dharmasena at international level and domestic. No introduction needed for Dharmasena.
Friends all around for you, Ruslano. Colleagues as well. Nicely clipped through the onside. Just a controlled first over. 11 runs coming from it.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men, your brother among them.
Jaffna Stallions on change. Lanka with the opportunity again to bat at number 3. Shoaib Malik will desperately want to score runs in this final. A lot of depth there.
Nuwan Tushara, he's got 2 slips for him. He'll always get that shape with that lowish arm.
Yeah, that's for sure. He'll get the outward movement with this action. And what has impressed me with this bowler, right arm slinger, should I say, his immaculate line of lengths.
He bowls very full, Nuwan Tushara. Lakshan Sandakan, another very promising wicket-taking option for the Galle Gladiators, and the batsman in form.
A little bit of swing. What's also significant about Tushara is the length that he bowls. It's on that good to full length side, so it challenges the defense of the batsman.
Interested to see where Avishka Fernando puts his leg. He puts it away from the ball so that he can access the ball with the back. Nuwan Tushara very good at bowling those foolish Yorkers. So what he's doing is the batsman at the moment. Let's see how Charles approaches it. But Avishka Fernando is aware of that and making sure he doesn't get the foot in the way. That's the early threat of Nuwan Tushara.
Bit of movement in the air. Encouraging signs for Galle Gladiators.
Charles, of course, on the other hand, doesn't move his feet as much. First ball of Nuwan Tushara is over. Making sure he's just in position so he can play the stumps, but it was wider. His hands did follow the ball a bit, but he's setting himself up for the real threat of this man. Fortunes have changed for the Galle Gladiators after this man came into the team. He's been brilliant. Great foil for Mohammad Amir.
Pushed through the offside. Just opened the blade. Didn't try to overhit it. And it will go for 4. My 11 circle champion shot.
Well, that's what the coaches tell you once you're looking to deal with outswingers. Back and across, try and hit the ball straight. That's what he did. Covered the stumps, and from there on, the length helped him. Just timed the ball. He is in a belligerent mood. Johnson Charles.
70-yard boundaries all round like we've had throughout the tournament.
I just want to get the length a little bit fuller to Johnson Charles. Not a very good driver of the cricket ball. That's too full, too wide as well.
Couple of balls back. This is perfect timing. Johnson Charles is all about base and then hands. Foot doesn't go too far forward. Able to hit on the up. Not looking to muscle it. None of the shots today have been those powerful shots that we expect from Charles. It's been good batting, just timing that ball.
What we've seen from him in the tournament, he takes a little bit of time to get going. Not the highest of strike rates for him so far in the tournament, 130. Previous to this match, 108 runs. He'll be pleased with this shot. Another calculated stroke, straight down the ground. He's using the vertical bat.
Yeah, if the batsman is not showing nerves to you and batting confidently in a T20 format, bowlers tend to experiment a lot. And that's where you get penalized. Another My 11th circle champion shot.
You go fuller, you get or give the ball more opportunity to swing. It's not happening as much for Nuwan Tushara. This is the time that Galle Gladiators have always been on top, searching for wickets. Both bowlers going for a few runs.
Last delivery. Will he go searching for that length again? Goes full, gets clipped. And 4 more to end the over. Another expensive one. My 11 circle champion shot. 25 without loss.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ.
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना. लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन. इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन. Just play and win. और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. Only on Sony Live app.
Lanka, Shoaib Malik, Tisra Pereira, Chaturanga De Silva, there's Dhananjay De Silva, Manindu Hasaranga. So there's batting, the strong middle order, which really hasn't clicked together. But they've got a good base today. Bowling change. One of the new finds of this tournament, Dhananjay Lakshan.
10 wickets his name. Majority of those wickets coming in the middle overs and in the death phase of the innings. Recent times he's been given 1 or 2 overs in the power play. Here he is, very early in the innings with the ball. Clipped away immediately on the charge, as we've often seen with Avishka Fernando, using his feet and going straight down the ground.
Amazing stroke, that one. Usage of feet, a shimmy down the pitch. And just bended his right knee to be able to get underneath the ball, to hit the ball in the air. And for 6.
Pressure on the bowler. Avishka Fernando knows Dhananjay Lakshan. He bowls lots of slower balls, starts with a slow one and pays the price.
That's the line you've got to bowl to Avishka Fernando. I looked at the times when he failed as a batsman. Many of the deliveries that got him out were outside the off stump, not straight in line with him. These are his dismissals. Take a look at the length of the deliveries and the line as well. Outside the line of the stumps. So you can't bowl him too close. You got to get the ball a little bit wider outside the off stump if you want to get his wicket early in the innings. That's too easy for him.
But well played, because mid-on's down now. Square leg and mid-on are the two fielders that the Galle Gladiators have on the boundary.
And I think he knows his weakness. If you have a look at the last delivery, again, he moved towards the off stump to cover the line and hit the ball towards mid-on. He's a thinking batsman. There you go.
Nicely controlled. His call was for 2, but good work in the deep.
Thinking on his feet, making the adjustment. Johnson Charles this time around.
Nicely fielded. In the covers. Dimensions. We are in the center of the square, more or less. Plenty of room, but we maintain that 64-meter, 70-yard boundaries right throughout.
On the leg side. And the reason why I was keen to talk about Avishka Fernando is because the last time or the couple of occasions that these two teams played, he picked up the Man of the Match awards on both occasions. Chasing, scoring 92 in the first encounter, and then 84 Man of the Match innings again, chasing, winning for his side. So Galle will want to see the back of him.
And it's very important for Galle Gladiators captain Bhanuka Rajapaksha to keep calm. That's what happens in the finals. The opposition gets a good start, but like I said, he has to keep his calm. He shouldn't allow the cracks to appear in the resolve. He has to keep on reminding his bowlers what's required. We have seen so many times in a T20 game the pendulum swing. So he has to keep on plugging away.
No third man, no fine leg. A deep wicket in place with a long on. Two fielders out. Produces a short of a length delivery. And it's a dot one to end the over. 33 without loss.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
The return of the most dramatically lit show in history. I just want to have one moment where somebody thinks, oh, he's not just a pretty face. Another celebrity gets in the hot seat, so join us. You told me these questions weren't going to be misleading. They lied. Hey. Yes. Am I right? You are right.
If you're Jaffna fan, Jaffna Stallions in front, making a statement in the first 3 overs, already 33 without loss. Mohammad Amir, change in ends.
Yeah, right decision. You need a wicket. Surprised he was taken off after 1 over, but it's not gone to plan with the other bowlers, so you've got to go to your man. Change of ends.
That was a straighter line. In his first over, he had 2 slips in place, and then for Johnson Charles, just a solitary slip. And here again, that was when the ball took the outside edge of Johnson Charles' bat and went in that second slip area. This is before match 14. These are his lengths. You can see he's spraying the ball outside the off stump, inconsistent. Lofted drive. Goes into the boundary for 4. No risk in taking that shot straight with a vertical bat yet again.
The first ball was a slower ball. Avishka Fernando was through the shot early. But he picked the length and he was going to play through the line, and that's been his strength Got it very, very high. Again, ran his fingers over, didn't he?
And he's not aiming to play the ball through covers. He has pre-decided that he's going to hit everything between mid-off and mid-on. Now, seems to me Bhanuka and Mohammad Amir are coordinating well. In the first over, there was no swing. There was no movement for Mohammad Amir. And he should have gone to the captain and said, let me try from the other end if there is any swing for me. We need a wicket, so we have to keep on trying.
But no swing on offer. Maybe you had Mohammad Amir or Johnson Charles in your My 11 Circle fantasy team for this match. Remember, you can download the app. Mohammad Amir, as I mentioned before match 14 when he picked up 5 for 26, and look at the blue dots afterwards, the control in lengths. That is exactly why he's been so successful.
See, there's one difference in Amir's attitude, because the ball is not doing anything for him. He's forgotten to use that short pitch delivery, which was very effective.
Couple of balls back, should have done better really, Ehsan Ali. But this over's been full of slower deliveries from Mohammad Amir. He thought he'd got it, but then I think I clapped too early things, Mohammad Amir.
Fast bowlers, they do need somebody to blame.
In that first semi-final match, we saw a lot of swing extracted by Mohammad Amir. 1.3 degrees of swing in that game. And beyond that game, we've just averaged 0.8 in terms of swing. And when it doesn't swing, he has to rely more on his control, you would think. His short delivery and his slower delivery as well.
Actually, I want him to try a short pitch delivery. He hasn't.
Not with this field though, because he's got square leg and deep mid wicket. He's looking at bowling lots of slower balls. 4 slower balls in the over already.
Hello, there is a deep square leg as well.
Tickled away. Little risk in this stroke. They're doing a wonderful job, the Jaffna Stallions, building a great opening partnership. 42, a boundary to end the over. 42 without loss.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माय 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माय 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेगी?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जाऊं। पैसे राहुल के पास है।
राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं
हम? तुम? कौन मैं?
हाँ तुम, बस तुम।
उफ़।
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID.
People are dying and we can't help them.
I want this to be over.
Lakshan for his second over, decent first over after being hit for a 6 off the first ball. Bhanuka Rajapaksa gave a lot of credit to Lasith Malinga in an interview that I did see. That he's the reason for the turnaround. But for me, I would have liked Lasith Malinga to be here, to be in a part of this, maybe ready to even play the second half of the tournament. He worked himself into it. But I must also say, Moin Khan, Upul Chandan are very passionate, and the work they've been doing has been incredible. So a lot of credit should go to them in helping these Global Gladiators to find their mojo once again.
Nice change in pace. Well, they've been on a winning streak last 4 matches from Gold Gladiators, producing 3 wins. They should have the right confidence going into this final. In fact, their team form is better than the Jaffna Stallions.
Well, this innings has the momentum, also the wings. 43. In just over 4 overs, a great start in a final. Yeah, we've spoken about how good Gold Gladiators been after those defeats. They went back to the drawing board, assessed their weaknesses and their strengths, and started to rely on their strengths. And we talk about Jaffna, and I was having a word with the owner of Jaffna Stallions franchise, and I said, you should be able to win the game easily. And he said, no, not sure about the batting. And then I had a word with him. I said, ask your batsman to go out with a mindset. What the bowler is going to give you, initially take that. If the bowler is not giving you anything, then try and improvise. But always think of getting 150 runs to start with. And if the situation enhances, then go for another 15 or 20 runs. So far, it's been good.
Cross seam short delivery from Lakshan. Slow one, picked up. And what a catch! Dear, oh dear, I thought this was going into the boundary line. Gunatilaka diving across, taking a spectacular catch to get rid of Johnson Charles.
It was not going their way. You need something like this. You need a moment of brilliance. Right throughout the tournament, Danushka Gunatilaka has done it with the bat. But watch this. He's done it in the field, out of nowhere. He's sprinting across right now and he dives. That was hit hard. You can watch that again and again. Dhananjaya Lakshan picks up the breakthrough with that slower delivery. The dangerous looking Johnson Charles is out. He was going pretty quickly. 26 he's made. The Jaffna Stallions are 44 for 1.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना। लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन। इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन। Just play and win. और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. Only on Sony Live app.
A catch befitting of a final, you would say. Gunatilaka running around, diving across, getting rid of Johnson Charles. Here we have Charita Asalanka. Hasn't scored the big scores for Jaffna Stallions. He has a very good strike rate. Has a great opportunity here to enhance his reputation.
And he's been trusted ahead of Dhananjaya De Silva. There's Shoaib Malik. Shots like that would say, hey, I can play. I got shots too. Great start for Charita Asalanka.
Yeah, Captain, you promoted me up the order. Here you go. You were right. I've got the confidence. I've got the ability to deal the pressure even in the finals.
50 for 2, 51 for 2 has been the best power play score for the Jaffna Stallions. My 11 champion shot to start proceedings for Asalanka.
Playing a missed end. What was a very good over, a wicket and 6 runs. 48 for 1.
पिच तैयार है। 30 minutes to go. My 11 सर्कल पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना। लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन। इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन। Just play and win. और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. Only on Sony Live app.
One now. What a sensational catch that was by Gunatilaka. That is the spark that they needed. It was a one-sided situation up until then. I wonder if the Gladiators can build on that. Visca Fernando now on strike. Nicely bowled. Back into the attack now. Tashara, as soon as the wicket falls, he's back into the attack, which gives him a little bit of a breather because he got some tap. in his first over.
Potentially a good move. A wicket brings another one, and that's what Gol Gladiators captain is hoping for. Another wicket. Here, he should be able to control things, which were getting out of hand.
Lofted, will this be taken? Oh, very nearly another good one. Good work by the captain.
But he's hurt himself.
Yeah, that's Bhanuka Rajapaksa. He's in some pain. He's just holding on to his side. Let's hope it's nothing serious. But he made a massive effort again.
Yeah, that's big trouble for the captain. He is rolling around. He's in quite a bit of pain right now. So this is the first effort. Bounced out of the hard hands. Then the dive. And that's where the problem happened when he fell. There's the grab of that side. This is not going to be good news, I'm afraid. That's the last thing they want to do, is lose their skipper in this situation. Such a crucial game.
Well, one has to say Gol Gladiators are committed. They're up for the finals. A great effort from the captain. Yes, he dropped the catch, but he had the presence of mind to save 2 runs for his side.
10 out of 10 for the effort for Bhanuka Rajapaksa. Well, we've seen some outstanding. That was an outstanding effort, but take a look at the catch. The 50 is up on the board. This is the catch. Danushka Gunatilaka, you've spoken about a mile 11 circle boundary. To me, that's a mile 11 circle champion catch.
Well, he dropped few sitters in this mile 11 circle, Lanka Premier League, but that was a great effort.
I'll tell you what, Amir, we've seen some absolute blinders as well. You're right, there have been some catches going down, and we want to see some terrific fielding in this final. That's what it's all about, the sharp end. We want to see the best of the best on show now, and that's a really good start with that catch. Unfortunately, the captain is in a bad way, and we don't want to see that.
Avishka Fernando continues to be in good form. Struggled a little bit. He's already hit a 4 and a 6. Well, that's another look at Bhanuka Rajapaksa being given some attention. We're all hoping that he'll be fine. This is another look. That's the effort. That's the time, I think. He hit his side. Wonder whether the shoulder as well, but he's holding on to his side. I'm hoping he'll be fine. Gol Gladiators need him.
Well, the good thing is the medical team is there, getting him up. Hopefully he's going to move around a little bit, and they'll assess him pretty quickly. They're very experienced, these medical guys, looking after these teams in the Lanka Premier League.
Quick single here. And that they will get. Good running. That's Lanka responding to the call.
Another look at the big dive, saved the boundary, and that dive and resulting injury. It was Shahid Afridi who was captain at one stage, and then he had to go back due to a family issue. Bhanuka Rajapaksa took over. I wonder who's doing the job at the moment. Mohammad Amir, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it's Mohammad Amir who's on the field. Bhanuka Rajapaksa is on his feet at the moment. Charita Lanka, very, very promising youngster. Spoke about the fact that he hasn't really made those big scores, but he definitely has the potential.
2 runs off this, 3 runs off this over now, so this is really good. His first over went for a dozen. He was very dejected, Tushar, after that first over. He carried a little bit of an injury into the last game. And he seems to be okay now. There was some doubt actually that he may not play in this final, but Tushar is okay. So far this over's good. He's got to finish it, make it tight to clearly help the Gol Gladiators and also himself.
Last ball of the power plays. Short fine leg in, short third man. Long on and square leg out. It is a good finish, very good finish indeed by Tushara. Just 3 runs off that over. The power play is done and dusted. It's 51 for 1.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
Of dew later on tonight, but there will be some.
Arachige has been entrusted by the captain, and for me, this is a good move. It has potential. What we have seen from Arachige, control.
Bit of off spin from Sahana Arachige. Tends to fire the ball in. Obviously, he's got a role to play here. He's not a wicket-taking attacking option. He's someone who fires the ball in, looks to bowl a little bit defensively. If he can bowl some dot balls, in the process you get wickets, that'd be fine.
Well, he's been picking up wickets, let me tell you, Roshan. He's been asked to bowl twice in this Lanka Premier League, and he has already picked up 3.
We've spoken about the My11 Circle app, where you can download it, you can play with champions, you can pick your team. Now this is the last game. You might as well ensure that you download this, play with the champions, pick your team. Good ship in the air. Only a single.
Okay, guys. Hazy, you first. Who's your pick? Who's your pick?
What you want me to name my team for the My11 Circle
Not
app?
team.
Oh, sorry.
Player.
The top player today.
Yeah. Tonight.
I'm going for Tassara Pereira. He's my top player tonight.
Good call. And Roshan?
I'm going with an easier option. I mean, the option, I feel, Vanidu Hasaranga. That's my option.
You see, but I will get, if
come on, boy.
TP, Tassara Pereira, performs, I get double points because he's captain in the My11 Circle app.
You're very clever, mate. Too shrewd, always been.
You gave him the first pick, so once he picked him, I can't pick him again.
Good over this one so far as well. All they need to do right now is try and string a couple of tight overs together just to try and get these batsmen to do something unusual, get out of their comfort zone. 3 off the previous, 4 off this. 1 ball remaining in this over.
Down to backward square leg, safely over it. Spoils the over. Avishka Fernando gets a 6. Finishes strong. 10 runs off the over. 61 for 1.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। My11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy, and I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined, and he questions everything.
Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing song.
Alex. Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
If he has half a chance, don't forget he's the captain. He wants to be there. He wants to be in the thick of things.
Ice now, that's what they're applying. That's sensible. He was thinking about actually getting back to the dugout and get some treatment, but he decided they'd rather, or better off getting the ice to him and get the treatment going as quickly as possible to try and help him get back. That's obviously an indication that the injury is not great.
The hero of the second semi-final, Sandakan.
That's a poor start. That's a really poor start. Well, just want to show you this run-out attempt just a little while ago, and that's what the buggy does. Some beautiful pictures. Shot and thumped away, and that will run away to the boundary. Sandakan started poorly.
They're relying heavily on Sandakan. He's got 11 wickets in the tournament. He's been one of the top 5 wicket takers in this event, so he's got to make sure he's on the button straight away. It's not the case. First one wasn't ideal. The second one short and wide and pumped away for a boundary. There's a look from Azam Khan, and a bit of a mutter as well.
Taken. Wicket number 2. Lanka goes immediately after a boundary, being drawn into a shot with a little bit more loop, and that is a big wicket. The Galle Gladiators need wickets, and they've got the second one.
He's a wicket taker. Pressure was ramping up on Jaffna Stallions batsman. A 6 in the previous over and a boundary. Released it, but now pressure is reverted back again. Score 10, it's 66 for 2.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men, your brother among them.
.66 for 2 in the 8th over. Bhanuka Rajapaksa continuing to be iced. And Shoaib Malik, one of the legends of the modern T20 game. Plenty of experience. 10,000 plus runs. Average of 37. 154 30s, 64 50s.
There's a bit of a chance here for the Galle Gladiators because Shoaib Malik is not someone who gets out of the blocks quickly. Visca Fernando also is not someone who goes at a million miles an hour. So if they can just keep things tight here, the Gladiators, they'll be able to get into this a bit.
See, this spell is very important for Galle Gladiators. Lakshan Sandakan striking with a nicely looped delivery wide, drawing the left-hander, and ended up as an easy catch.
And pushing it wide. That was a brave delivery. And now he's mixing them up with confidence. That was a wrong one.
Wickets have fallen at 44 and 66. So that's good timing as far as the Gladiators are concerned. Each time a partnership threatened to go big, it was sniped.
Only one boy, only one.
Bhanuka might be injured, but he won't be feeling that much of pain because his team is doing well. They were threatened with a good opening start, but with 2 wickets, situation has enhanced for them.
Last ball of the over. It's a dot. It's a very good over. 6 runs and a wicket. 67 for 2.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी my11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड my11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men, your brother among them.
Focus on that total of about the 170 mark.
Yeah.
That is considered the average score batting first at the moment on these tracks. Now, we didn't see much swing. We didn't see any swing, really. we have another look at the dismissal. Simple catch taken. Gunatilik in the game again, this time with another catch.
Oh, well ball, well ball, well ball, well ball.
So 170 mark is the figure that would have been talked about by the players, the figure that you mentioned, Amir Sahal, out in the middle with your pitch report as well. And I'll say it again, that's the average score batting first.
Also the fact that, Hazy, the point you made about this pair batting really, I think, makes a lot of sense about Shoaib Malik taking time to get off his mark and get off his blocks and start moving. And Avishkar, rather surprisingly, hasn't been all that aggressive and fluent today. He's had his moments. Having said that, how far has that gone? There is a fieldsman underneath it, and he takes it. So Sahana Rachi gets the wicket. Avishkar Fernando, he's been dismissed, and the Jaffna Stallions are losing wickets a little bit too close to each other.
Pressure reverted. Gaul Gladiators, they were feeling pressure and heat created by the openers. But bowlers have made a strong comeback. Arachige, wicket-taking options. One of the wicket-taking options Gaul Gladiators have. He bowls few taut deliveries, bring the pressure on the batsman, and then induces a false stroke. 27 from the bat of Fernando, and it's 70 for 3.
Right, it's 70 for 3, and it's time now for the strategic timeout.
पिच तैयार है, 30 minutes to go. My 11 circle पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. चैंप समझते हो? तो play with champions. Download My 11 circle app now.
Arshad Shantilal Mehta, big bull, man of integrity.
Arshad is a hero.
Fraud.
Arshad Mehta backward.
शेयर मार्केट इतना गहरा कुआं है जो पूरे देश की पैसे की प्यास बुझा सकता है, और मैं इस कुएं में डुबकी लगाना चाहता हूं. देखो, मैं सिगरेट नहीं पीता, पर जेब में लाइटर जरूर रखता हूं, धमाका करने के लिए.
अरे दीदी, ब्राइडल मेकअप, ब्रेकअप मेकअप, नो मेकअप मेकअप, जैसा लुक बोलेंगी ना बिल्कुल वैसा लुक दूंगी आपको. और देखना, लोग पहचान ही नहीं पाएंगे कि ये वही नज़मा आपी है.
अरे जिस नज़मा आपी की पॉपुलैरिटी
That's what the Stallions have now lost. It's given the Gaul Gladiators an opportunity to get right back in this game. T20 is such a format that rarely does one side dominate for too long. Sooner or later something happens and things start turning around a bit. There's a fumble, allows them to come back for 2. We saw that magnificent catch earlier, which provided a bit of a spark, and that started the start of the 3 wickets going down pretty quickly. Here's a look at the last to go. It's a big wicket, this one, Avishkar Fernando. Very good catch in the end. Gone for 27 off 23 balls. He's the one that's got man of the match of Fernando. Last time he played against the Stallions.
Only one, only
Both
one,
occasions,
only one.
actually.
So it's 73 for 3. 9 overs completed.
पिच तैयार है 30 मिनट्स टू गो माई 11 सर्कल पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined and he questions everything.
Pacing feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing song.
Alex. Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
Starts for Avishka and Charles. Lanka out for 10. And the Gol Gladiators really looking to try and drive home the advantage. Just slip in with Sandakan bowling.
Yeah, all eyes on Shoaib Malik now. How he approaches the game from here on. I know it for a fact that he's a sort of a player. When the situation is such where you have lost few wickets, it brings the best out of Shoaib Malik. Nicely held catch.
Back at first slip now. So the strategic timeout got Rajapaksa back in the lineup, which is good news. These finals are always full of emotion. This is where Sandakan just came into the attack, and it was a short wide ball he was put away back in the square, and there's Azam Khan with a bit of a mutter and a stare, and the Varian Hex ball caught by Ganatilaka, and there's the encouragement from Azam Khan. Can change in the blink of an eye.
Well ball.
And that's what you picked. When the going were tough for Gol Gladiator, he went awfully quiet, Azam Khan. But he realized his job is not to gather the ball. At times, encouragement for the fielders and the bowlers is required.
I'll tell you what, that boundary ball got the death stare, didn't it?
Come on, boy, come on, boy, come on, boy!
He's looking like he's meaning business today. Azam Khan, Dhananjaya De Silva, strike rate is healthy, experienced player, very good, important player.
Straight to the fielder. So he's had 4 dot balls so far out of 2 dot balls and 3 singles, I beg your pardon. It's been a good over, just 3 runs only.
And there's been a string of them. That's what's caused a wicket or two as well. Tight overs. Batsmen have tried things. And unfortunately for them, they haven't succeeded.
Yeah.
They get a single off the last ball. Another good over from the left-arm spinner. 77 for 3. 10 overs completed.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे, कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. Download the app now.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack.
At the end of the power play overs. Since then, it's been tough going in terms of run scoring for the Jaffna Stallions. Some excellent bowling by the Gol Gladiators. Brilliant catching as well.
And more often than not, when you see an effort like that come off, it just lifts the fielding team. It just lifts the whole team, gives you some extra energy, and they're built on that. Because it was going pear-shaped when Johnson Charles and Avishka Fernando were together.
Only one.
Clawed their way back, and that has also allowed the 5th bowler in Saha Narachige to now get through his overs. So they're getting that out of the way. This is his 3rd over, which is all positives for the Gol Gladiators.
I've spoken about captains possibly slipping in their secondary bowlers at the fall of wickets. That's a smart way to do it. Without the opposition taking advantage of your lesser bowlers.
Sahan Arachi has played that role brilliantly. He's come in the middle, and the other thing about him is he gets through his overs quickly. So sometimes you don't realize it.
5 bowlers, that's what the Gall Gladiators have been going forward with. Lakshan Sandakan, of course, the key.
Yeah, and I want to talk more about Lakshan Sandakan and what he's produced for this Gall Gladiators team. He's gone about the business of taking wickets with little fanfare. But I'll tell you what his key asset is as a bowler. Something opposition teams have not recognized. 12 wickets so far for Sandakan. It's his average speed as a bowler, just 77 kilometers per hour. And it encourages batsmen to reach for the ball. They're thinking that the ball is coming fast.
Only one.
But it's very slow. You saw that last wicket again that he got. Batsman reaching for the ball, expecting it to be of a higher pace. Was not to be. 11 overs gone, 83 for 3.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ।
बिना प्ले अलोंग गोल्ड जीते कैसे जी? सब्सक्राइब करना ही पड़ेगा क्या?
अरे नहीं भाई, केबीसी प्ले अलोंग फ्री है, बिल्कुल निशुल्क। बस रजिस्टर कीजिए, खेलना शुरू कर दीजिए पहले की तरह। आप जीत सकते हैं नकद राशि और ढेरों इनाम। हो जाइए विराजमान यहाँ हॉट सीट पर श्रीमान।
बस ये लो अभी।
मौका अभी भी है। प्रणाम।
8 runs per over. They'll get to 155. Jaffna Stallions will be thinking about 10 runs per over from here on in and get to that 173 mark. Here's Sandakan again. Of course, My 11 Circle, title sponsor of the Lanka Premier League, an app where you can make your fantasy cricket team and play with real champion cricketers. Only need to download the app from www.my11circle.com and start playing.
Batting in.
30 balls now, and we haven't seen a boundary from the Jaffna Stallions. Is that a worry, Ruslano?
I think they just need to build a partnership here till the 13th over and then reassess. There's enough firepower that they can get up to that 170. You just don't want to be under pressure by losing wickets and then the innings going nowhere. And 2 batsmen who can do that, knock it around. And then when the opportunity presents itself, My 11 Circle champion shot. That's Shoaib Malik for you. He's been biding his time. It's a crucial passage of play here for both teams.
I think the Jaffna Stallions are very fortunate to have this pair at the middle at the moment. We know the experience that Malik carries, and also Dhananjay Dissil is not far behind. As you said, Russell, all they're looking for is a solid base.
I agree with Darren when he mentioned the speed. When you're bowling at that speed, that would mean you're trusting your flight. You're being brave. And that's what a spinner needs. He needs guile. He needs to try and beat the batsman in the air. That's what Sandakan does. And he's picked up crucial wickets. And we can highlight the speed by a couple of wickets, couple of big wickets that he picked up, but at an unusual line that he bowled.
I think the good thing is he's picked up a little bit with his pace. Formerly he used to be only in the mid-70s. Now there's greater variety. So he can go up to about 82, 83 and then he slows it down.
Of course, that slowness is amplified with the fact that batsmen usually are trying to be aggressive. So a lot of bottom hand reaching for the ball. And they find themselves in problems. 12 wickets so far during the middle phase of the innings for Sandakan. Split the fielders. He's being put under some pressure. 11 runs from the over, 94 for 3.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी My 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। Download My 11 Circle app now.
The return of the most dramatically lit show in history. I just want to have one moment where somebody thinks, oh, he's not just a pretty face. Another celebrity gets in the hot seat, so join us.
You told me these questions weren't going to be misleading.
They lied.
A.
Yes. Am I right? You are right.
Circle MVP of the tournament, Danushka Gunatilaka. Most amount of points. Can he add to his tally of runs we've seen from him? Hasaranga will be attempting to do the same with the number of wickets he's taken in this tournament.
Last over for Sahana Rachige.
Come on, boys.
It's been a great find. I like his attitude. He's quick across the grass, great fielder.
Sounded sweet.
Thank you, bro.
Shoaib Malik on the charge, use of the feet. There she goes, flying over the boundary for 6.
The 100's up. 6 number 263 that was fired in by Sahana Rachige. But Shoaib Malik very quick to get to it. Good use of the feet. And what he did was he hit it with the turn. It was drifting towards his leg stump.
Intent from both these batsmen, ready to use their feet.
Only one.
Got the 6. Now you've got to make sure that it's not a lean over. Knock it around. 8 overs to go. Look at that. Shoaib Malik straight down. Right to the pitch of it.
Now tell me, was it a good decision to bowl Arachige for 4 overs on the trot? For me, that's too predictable.
Dhananjay De Silva just pulling out because someone moved just behind that side screen.
Just feel that they've allowed Gold Gladiators, have allowed Jaffna Stallions to get accustomed to Arachige. Shoaib Malik, clearly one such player, using his speed, showing confidence to take the attack to Arachige. And again he goes straight. One bounce into the boundary, a My 11 Circle champion shot from a champion batsman.
They're starting to move. The Jaffna Stallion batsman, Shoaib Malik, 29 of 20 balls, getting close to that 150 strike. Another very good use of his feet, and this time he finds the perfect spot. You cannot see the field there.
Experience and skill on show. And if as a kid you're wanting to know how to bat in T20 cricket, here's a very good example. Shoaib Malik.
And Dhananjay De Silva plays a similar role, so it's a great partnership for Dhananjay De Silva to learn from. He shouldn't do anything silly because now they've got the momentum. And he doesn't. 14 off the 13th over. The Jaffna Stallions, 108 for 3.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined, and he questions everything.
Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing song.
Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
So Sandakan gonna bowl out as well, 1 for 21. So far we mentioned how well he's bowled and used his speed. Line doesn't matter, he's a wrist spinner, he's got variations, he's tough to pick. He's got a couple of wickets which I want to highlight during this tournament. It's a strange line, a line that you will not plan. Top shot, Dhananjay De Silva. Oh, he's done well. Saha Narachige, oh dear, he's gone down as well. But he did well to save his team 2 runs.
Well, I was initially laughing, but it's turned serious. He's down and we're hoping that he's not out, but it was a good piece of hand-eye coordination to keep that ball in play.
Bottom of the bat, Dhananjay De Silva. Overran it, bang. Presence of mind to knock that ball back. He'll be useful, beg your pardon, he'll be useful with the bat, but the Gladiators do need him. Lot of work for the physio today. Bhanuka Rajapaksa is on the field now. We're going back to Sandakan. Look at the 2 big wickets he picked up in their last 2 games, the Galle Gladiators. First was against the Kandy Tuskers, and we know how well Brendan Taylor sweeps. It's the speed, he's through the shot early. It's not a line you plan for, and then through the shot early. And 2 big wickets which were game changers. So your point on bowling it slower, going slightly in the air, does work even against the best, and even a very poor line.
Excellent stuff, Russell.
Oh, thank you, Darren.
And I'm sure it's something that Jaffna Stallion would have planned for. Hasaranga at the top with most wickets, 16 wickets tonight. I'm sure he'll add to that tally. Case Ahmed in there from the Colombo Kings.
3 wrist spinners right at the top there. Hasaranga. Better hit this time. Bottom of the bat, the previous delivery, but not this time. Dhananjay De Silva is enjoying himself.
Yeah, they're certainly enjoying themselves, this pair of batsmen. Now this partnership is starting to blossom and move quickly. Excellent use of the feet. Look how far he gets to it.
Now looking at the bowling options that are available, he's got to go back to seam. Mohammad Amir has 2, Nuwan Tushara 2, and Dhananjay Lakshan 2 to finish off the last 6 overs. Goes leg side. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Oh, well fielded. Or not. Dhananjay Lakshan has made a mess of it. My 11 circle champion shot as Dhananjay De Silva is making a move to bring up the 50 partnership in 29 balls.
Players slipping on the outfield. There's a bit of a dew, posing a bit of a challenge in the field. Is this a sign of more things to come? Goes big again. Gets across to the offside to cover the line. And it's a clean swing for a 6.
Turning out to be a huge over. Already he's got 18 runs, 2 more balls to go, and now the Jaffna Stallions are just breaking the shackles.
The benefit of these 2 batsmen taking their time and consolidating the innings. They got the quality, they got good shots to score runs, and you got to back yourself. You can't go swinging all the while.
That's a deft touch. 44 runs in 2.5 overs. And that's how good these 2 have been for the Jaffna Stallions. Partnership with 57 from 31 now.
They were trotting for a bit, still for a bit, the Jaffna Stallions. But suddenly, they're starting to gallop.
Smartly played. Doesn't take a big risk, just turns the strike over, a single to end. 19 runs, make that 20 from the over, 128 for 3.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माय 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माय 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
बिना प्ले अलोंग गोल जीते कैसे जी? सब्सक्राइब करना ही पड़ेगा क्या?
अरे नहीं भाई, केबीसी प्ले अलोंग फ्री है, बिल्कुल निशुल्क। बस रजिस्टर कीजिए, खेलना शुरू कर दीजिए पहले की तरह। आप जीत सकते हैं नकद राशि और ढेरों इनाम हो जाइए विराजमान यहाँ हॉट सीट पर श्रीमान।
बस ये लो अभी।
मौका अभी भी है। प्रणाम।
Cycle Pure Fair Play Award. Final tally of points. Dambula Viking winning at the top with 785 points. Congratulations to the Viking. Jaffna Stallions in second place. Gold Gladiators in third. Remember, it's an award for the team that conducted itself in the best manner, played the game in the best spirit, as determined by the umpires and officials. Congratulations, Dambula Viking.
Mohammad Amir. 6 overs remaining. The Stallions have set themselves up for a final burst here. Amir will have thoughts of putting a dent on that. Again, Shoaib Malik. Happy to work the gaps. They'll keep working the gaps, these two.
Last over was an expensive one, 20 runs coming from it. Dhananjaya De Silva being the aggressor. What should be the plan now, guys? Do you pick one batsman to go all out and one to anchor the innings?
For me, just bat normal this over. See this over off Amir, which will just open up the rest of the 5 overs. You don't want to give a wicket at this stage. Because if Amir does not get a wicket here, that will be pressure on the Galle Gladiators. He's searching. He will search. So put him off his plans. Tisara Pereira will be in next. Then Wanindu Hasaranga. Just don't want to open the door a little bit here. Malik will know that better than anyone. So will Dhananjaya De Silva.
See, the other side of the coin would be Tisara Pereira coming into bat in the last 4 or 5 overs, and obviously one of them at the other end. They will give him the perfect support for Pereira to just express himself.
So far, no risks taken. They haven't even looked to hit deliveries that haven't been there. So I think they got it covered. That's Tisara Pereira. Started off strong.
It's his strike rate that is the most significant thing on show there. He strikes, he gets going very early in his innings. And he will be perfect in the circumstances if he gets an opportunity to bat.
Slower delivery. From here, the Jaffna Stallions should at least get to 185. And going by the bowling options they have and how they've been going about it in the field, should be a good score. Good score on the board. Runs on the board is key all the time, Darren.
You sure about that? Pulled away. Wasn't a very short delivery, but he's been out there for a while. Dhananjaya De Silva looking much more fluent than when he started.
Yeah, picked the lone mid-wicket fielder out there. He's disappointed. He needed to roll his wrists a bit because square leg in the circle. Last ball of Amir's third. 4 singles off. It's quiet after a bit of carnage earlier.
I made that comment about runs on the board because I know the Galle Gladiators, they've opted for an extra batsman in Zazai. Short delivery, some aggression to finish the over. There. Wide, a little too short, too high.
Good option. Really good option from Amir, but just bounced a little too much. But if it came from Ruchirapalli Guruge, the signal from square leg, so that is for the delivery going above the head. It's of course judged the batsman standing upright, so that's what Kumar Dharmasena's call was from square leg.
Lankan punch. They were thinking about 2, opted for 1. 134 for 3.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Come on, get out now.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID. People are dying and we can't help them.
I want this to be over.
15 overs gone, 134 for 3 now. Just look at the bottom of that screen. Lanka Premier League Season 2 is going to be coming in July, August 2021. So this is the first one. The second one's not too far away, so you can look forward to that as well. And I'm sure you're looking forward to the rest of this final. This is set up beautifully. This partnership between Mullock and De Silva has been absolutely outstanding. So these last 5 overs are so crucial. Quite clearly, the Gladiators need some wickets. They've got to break this down. That's the first call. Slow delivery straight to the man at short fine low, or short third man, I should say. It's Barnaker. Rajapaksa, he can't throw. He's got that issue with his side, but he's out there captaining the side at the moment.
Shoaib Malik has been brilliant. I had a chat with him just before I did the pitch report. He asked me what was going wrong about his batting, and I said, you tend to commit yourself to playing every delivery towards extra cover. Try and play the ball back to the bowler, you'll be all right. And I'm glad it's working for him.
I think the other thing he did also when he came out, he took a little bit of time to get going, but he's a bit more forceful when he's out there as well. And he had a partner to help him. That always does assist. So the last 5 overs have been going at 11 runs to the over. So they should be able to get up near the 190 mark from here. With a bit of luck, someone plays really well. Who knows, they might be able to nudge that 200 mark if someone gets a couple of big overs in a row. They look to come back for the second.
Yeah, they have to march along relentlessly. They don't have to do anything silly. Just keep on pressing, and they should be able to get to 190 from here on. And if they get too greedy, a couple of wickets going down, it will become very difficult. Stable head is required.
Nice low delivery again from Sandakan. I look at this innings from a Goal Gladiators perspective, and from the 7th over to the 14th over, they opted for only spin and primarily 2 bowlers. I don't think in T20 cricket you want to extend a bowler's spell for such a long time, especially when you're not getting wickets. Might have been a better option to go with a seam bowler in that of possibly Mohammad Amir, or this guy being brought back, in my estimation, a little too late in the innings.
He's a key bowler. He's got that variation. Let's hit nice and high. Is this going to be out? I think it should be out. It is. So that's the wicket they wanted. I like the way this guy goes about his cricket, Lakshman. He's a really good cricketer. Picks up key wickets at just the right times as well. And he is someone who's really special. He's young, and he's someone to watch as the years go by.
Yeah, I'm with you, Darren. As a captain, you have to be flexible. You cannot be regimental. You have to improvise. And like you suggested, he's a wicket-taking option. He was introduced, and here you go. A wicket of a set batsman. Handful from De Silva, 33. It's 139 for 4.
And also time for the players actually to get together and have a bit of a chat about these last couple of overs. Time for strategic timeout.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। My11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना। लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन। इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन। Just play and win. This हर दिन only on Sony.
फ्रेंड्स, अगर आपको ऑनलाइन आईडी चाहिए तो ट्रस्टेड बुकी का नंबर हमने स्क्रीन पे दिया हुआ है। बुकी बहुत ही ट्रस्टेड है एंड फास्ट विड्रॉल है। प्लीज़ कांटेक्ट ऑन व्हाट्सअप, लिंक इन डिस्क्रिप्शन, लाइव चैट। अगर आपको क्रिकेट प्रेडिक्शन चाहिए जिसमें आपको टॉस विनर, मैच विनर प्रेडिक्शन चाहिए तो आप इसी तक क्रिकेट को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। आपको टेलीग्राम पे सर्च करना है इसी तक क्रिकेट। टेलीग्राम पे आपको जाकर सर्च करना है इसी तक क्रिकेट। उसमें जो आईडी आएगी उसको आप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। वहाँ पर आपको फ्री में टॉस विनर और मैच प्रेडिक्शन सभी प्रकार की चीज़ें बताई जाती है। तो फ्रेंड्स, सभी से रिक्वेस्ट है जल्दी से जाइए और ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। किसी को भी अगर मैच प्रेडिक्शन और विन प्रेडिक्शन चाहिए तो जल्दी से जाइए और ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। और ट्रस्टेड बुकी का नंबर हमने स्क्रीन पे दिया हुआ है, वहाँ से भी आप जाकर ऑनलाइन आईडी ले सकते हैं।
मेकअप जैसा लुक बोलेंगी ना, बिल्कुल वैसा लुक दूंगी आपको। और देखना, लोग पहचान ही नहीं पाएंगे कि ये वही नज़मा आपी है।
अरे जिस नज़मा आपी की पॉपुलैरिटी पे ये शो मिला है, लोग उसे ही नहीं पहचान पाएंगे और आप खुश हो रही हो। कॉमन सेंस के बस नाम में कॉमन है, बट है ये बहुत रेयर, इसीलिए है ये शो। और दीदी, आपको पता है आजकल तो दिया लेके ढूंढो ना तो भी नहीं मिलता है कॉमन सेंस।
Lakshan has got 12 wickets now. 139 for 4 it is. 5 runs from this over. And still a single, direct hit might be interesting. No, that would have been okay. They're going to perhaps come back that aside against that as well. So that's a tidy over. That's good work. 6 runs off at 140 for 4.
पिच तैयार है, 30 minutes to go. My 11 सर्कल पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप now.
The return of the most dramatically lit show in history. I just want to have one moment where somebody thinks, oh, he's not just a pretty face. Another celebrity gets in the hot seat, so join us.
You told me these questions weren't going to be misleading.
They lied.
Hey.
Yes. Am I right? You are right.
Let's look at the Lanka Premier League Governing Council. Well done to all those guys who have worked so hard to put this together. There must have been enormous work done prior to this event getting underway, the weeks leading into it. So congratulations. They'll be very pleased, I'm sure, with everything that's happened. We're at the very sharp end now of this event. And this final is interestingly poised. 140 for 4 right now. There's 4 overs remaining. They'll all be glued to the rest of this game and this innings. Tashara.
What I want to see from Tashara is his ability to nail his Yorkers at this stage of the innings. Something that we haven't seen executed well by bowlers in the death overs. This man, he's a wicket taker, should have been brought on earlier.
And it's the second time he has picked up that wicket with a wrist spinner. What control. And it's always a relief to see the back of a set batsman in a T20 format.
It's been an up and down night for Tashara. Got tapped in his first over, went for a dozen. Came back over, was good. So this is going to be important over the start of his third. That's going to set the tone as well. So tight enough at this stage.
That's a contest. Tashara versus Pereira. The ball. Well, here's another one. Manchikome. Everybody has enjoyed it. Sri Lanka. #1. Hazy, which one is your favourite?
I like those chili bites, the red ones at the back, on the right. They're my favourite. They've been great. Had a few of them in the change room, in the commentary box. They've been in the change room also. Not that I know them in the change room, but I've seen photographs of them and shots from the cameraman.
Don't they taste better with nice libations?
Of course. 2 balls into the 17th over now. Again, it's about wickets. That's what's going to stop this run burst.
Can Pereira strike at 200 straight away? He's done it in previous matches. Doesn't take long for him to get his boundaries going. And boy, the Jaffna Stallions will want him to fire straight away.
He's an explosive batsman with a very attractive strike rate and also decent average. And the reason why I say it's going to be a good contest between Tushara and Pereira, because it's never easy for a left-handed batsman, a bowler bowling over the wicket, to take him on.
So you've got 2 batsmen right now who are very different in their style. Shoaib Malik is more of a correct batsman. They've actually just decided to block up the long off area. I'm just going to say that mid-off is in a standard position, and I'm sure he would have spotted that, also the extra cover region. So there's no doubt going to be some slower balls here from Tushara with a slow delivery, and it's wide. He's got away with that. He's got away with that. He's very lucky indeed. You cannot bowl width for that sort of field.
It's the wrong line to be bowling to that type of field. 3rd man fine leg up. And that's easy pickings, and should be easy pickings to find the gap through the offside behind square. Good piece of fielding.
There's a look at the sixes that he scored throughout this LPL 2020. Have a look at all these red spider legs all over the place, and that's the way that he's developed. He used to be just only leg side, cow corner and long on, but he's developed in the cover region as well now. That's an area he likes, and he likes that area a lot. He won't miss out there.
Yeah, he was winding for a big one anyways. Ball a shot in the length, but he went away with the swing, Pereira, and was able to find the gap. My 11th circle champion shot.
Only his 2nd delivery and already a 4. He's teeing off. Can he sustain this batting power that we've seen from him in previous innings?
Sure, he's bowling well enough to show to have this field he's got at the moment. Slice that away. Sweeper. Is he going to be able to block? Yes, he is. Stops that at just backward of square on the offside. They trot back for the 2nd. In the end, it's a pretty good over. 9 runs coming from it. 149 for 4. 3 overs remaining.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माय 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माय 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Come on, get out now.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Come on, get out now.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
149 for 4 it is. Malik 41 off 32 deliveries, and Pereira has just arrived. Won't take him long to get going. Couple of boundaries, that's all he needs. And he can make a mess of this score. If he gets going, they'll be in trouble. That's the bottom line. They need to get him out. Need to dismiss him. It's a friendly full toss. Sweeper on the leg side, just the single.
Shoaib Malik has missed out on a couple of occasions. He had a wide, pacey delivery that he didn't find the gap with. Yet again, this is a bad delivery that should have been dispatched for a set batsman. So maybe costing his team maybe 6 runs.
Yeah, he got the opportunity in the previous over as well, Shoaib Malik, where he could have picked up a boundary. It was a good piece of fielding. That's what he has to ensure, Shoaib Malik. Whenever he gets the opportunity, the ball should go over the boundary line.
A little bit of a look to the leg side from Pereira. 5 balls left in this. 150 on the board. Short delivery. He likes him there. Has he got enough on it? No. Yes, he has. Split the gap. Picked up a boundary. He's such a strong man, is Cesaro Pereira.
He adjusted well at the last moment. Pereira realized it was a slow delivery, delayed its stroke, was able to hit the ball into the gap. That's where he makes the difference. Keeps on hitting the ball into the gaps.
And most people would be a little bit hesitant with that slower delivery. Not Pereira. He thrashes it. He's got so much strength he can just thrash it a long way on the leg side.
What I like about Cesaro Pereira, especially when he's batting in T20 cricket, if you look at him in his stance position, he doesn't move until the last minute. He gives himself a chance of picking the pace of the delivery, the length of the delivery before he triggers into playing a shot. He's a genuine boundary hitter. And that is what has accounted for his high strike rate, over 200 in this tournament.
Oh, there's a full toss. And that's away, 1 bounce for 4. Scooted away quickly. Boundaries are coming now. 10 runs off this over, and there's still 2 balls to go.
Well, these two are turning it on. With few boundaries, once again, the opposition is staring at the barrel of conceding 200 runs.
Slow ball, picked it up. Has that gone all the way? Might be out. Yes, it is. Comfortably taken on the boundary, so Malik doesn't quite get to 50. So that's a wicket they've picked up. I'm not sure it's been a great display of bowling of late from the Gaul Gladiators, but they'll be happy to pick up a wicket of Shoaib Malik, who was playing well. And, of course, when he dovetails with Pereira, they're a dangerous pair.
Slow delivery, once again. Not a surprise. It's been very effective. Nicely judged catch from Zazai. Good innings from Shoaib Malik. Came to an end. 46 was his contribution. It's 159 for 5.
पिच तैयार है. 30 minutes to go. My 11 circle पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. चैंप समझते हो? तो play with champions. Download My 11 circle app now.
अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेंगे?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जाओ.
पैसे राहुल के पास है. राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं हम. तुम. कौन मैं? हाँ तुम. बस तुम.
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID. People are dying and we can't help them.
I want this to be over.
Hasaranga is at the non-striker's end. He has been an absolute sensation in this tournament, Hasaranga. Got some very handy runs to the bat, but his bowling has been magnificent. Lakshan now, last ball of the 18th over. Club down the ground. He's so strong, he's hit that for 6 with ease. That is a wonderful way to finish the over. Pereira, brilliant stuff. 16 from it, 165 for 5.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. डाउनलोड द ऐप नाउ.
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना. लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन. इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन. जस्ट प्ले एंड विन और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. Only on Sony Live app.
Gladiators with 3 players on that list of most wickets. Mohammad Amir, Lakshan Sandakan, Dhananjaya Lakshan. But Wanindu Hasaranga leads the list with 16 wickets.
Yeah, really interesting. They've got 3 players in the top 5 in the bowling, and Gunatilaka is their top run scorer, or the top run scorer of the competition by a long, long way, but he's the lone ranger because they haven't got anyone in the top 10 apart from him. So Hasaranga, 138 his strike rate. He's been magnificent with the ball. Good variety. Picked up a big percentage of his wickets through his wrong end. So 2 overs remaining now. Driving down the ground, trying to get Pereira back on strike, and does exactly the right thing.
He's an amazing talent, Tisara Pereira. Just look at that strong forehand. Hits the ball with brute force, even though it was a slow delivery. But still managed to hit it so hard and over the rope. Amazing.
The thing about those slower deliveries, when they die, when they hit the pitch, I mean, the batsman's got to do all the work. And you got someone like Pereira. I mean, it's all like a baseball shot almost from Tisara Pereira. He just clubs the whole thing and goes for miles. Wonderful stuff. Unless you're the bowler.
That's where effort in the gym comes in. Having the muscle to swing through the ball without pace. Many players are more risky. They use the pace of the ball to score boundaries. Not this guy.
Back on strike. Cries of catcher, but that's going to go a long way. A couple of bounces, I think, and over for 4. He didn't try and hit that hard at all. That was just timing.
Here's the bar score on the board. Still 10 balls to go. Ominous signs for Gaul Gladiators.
Just look at his body position. He's inside the batting crease to get under the ball, and he executes well. So he's expecting the Yorker from Mohammad Amir.
A little wide at that time, and he's got enough bat on that to go for 4 as well. So back-to-back boundaries now. These really hurt. The Gaul Gladiators, apart from a bit of yelping right now from Mohammad Amir, have gone dead quiet in the middle.
Well, if the ball is not in his slot, even it's wider, he's got the reach. Opened the face, placed the ball beautifully. Hard work for the fieldsman. In the end, a good result for Jaffna Stallions.
He's the perfect guy to have in the My 11 Circle app. If you download it, get on Tisara Pereira. Let's put that away to the fielder. Boundary saved on that occasion, just the single.
Something we often see from power batsmen in T20 cricket when they're looking for a boundary and they're expecting Yorkers. They set themselves deep into the crease with a high backlip. And as easy as you like, bat on ball gets the result.
When you talk about Tisara Pereira, there is another thing to note for the benefit of the youngsters. Look at it. Weight on the front leg, and then he transfers it to the back leg, and the momentum goes forward. Amazing.
Yeah, the whole idea about that is to get underneath the ball. You're expecting the ball to try and bowl a Yorker or maybe slightly shorter than the Yorker. Get underneath the ball so you can hit it back over the bowler's head. Andre Russell's probably the pick of the lot. I think a lot of guys have seen Andre Russell do it, and now they're doing the same thing. Tries of catch it, and that's out. That's another wicket. Hasaranga this time is on his way back to pavilion, but the danger man Pereira is still there.
Wily bowling from Mohammad Amir. Appreciate where he's gone. He's gone a little bit wider. So difficult for you as a batsman to stay in control of your shot when your body is going in one direction and your bat is going in the other. takes the QN of the bat and it lobs to cover. Hasaranga departs for one. It's 175 for 6.
पिच तैयार है, 30 minutes to go. My 11 circle पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. चैम्प समझते हो? तो play with champions. Download My 11 circle app now.
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना. लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन. इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन. Just play and win. और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन. Only on Sony Live app.
There is one over left. Now, just to assess things right now, there's a bit of dew out there. So I think with the decision made by Pereira to bat first, they're going to be looking to bowl with this ball, which is going to be a little bit wet. The spinners are going to be affected. Maybe the seamers won't be able to hold as well as they would like. So the total of 170, I'm going to give an extra 15 runs for the dew. So I think they need, if they get about 185, that's what I think is probably around about par tonight. Oh, that's launched, and that has gone a long, long way. That is huge, and what a way to start the last over.
Can you keep this man quiet? No, you can't. Every time he decides to hit the ball, it stays hit. Although it was a slow delivery, didn't bring any impression on the batsman. He's looking to finish strongly.
I'm tracking balls and boundaries for Tessara Pereira. 10 deliveries faced so far. 6 boundaries, 4 fours, 2 6s.
The length he's bowling, even though he's got that low sling, Tessara, the length he's bowling now is just feeding this technique for Pereira. He's bowling reasonably full, but he can get underneath it and hit it for 6, as he did with the first ball. That's the last wicket to go down. Hasaranga the man, Mohammad Amir in the wickets column. 1 for 36 off his 4 overs.
I think Taranga, Tessara, beg your pardon, will be better served if he has a deep fine leg, deep square leg, and start to bowl, look to bowl middle stump. Can create impact by doing that, but not this line or length. He'll be punished.
Again, he was looking to launch. It's the standard length that he bowls. This is not the ideal bowler to bowl to Pereira the last over of a game. They are dead quiet out there, the Gladiators.
Piece on the ball, 3rd man up. That's the price you pay. Most batsmen are using just to throw the bat at the ball once it's wide and it's spacey, as Pereira did on that occasion. If you're not nailing your Yorkers, then you're going to pay a heavy price for being inconsistent in your lines and your lengths.
It's in the slot, hard. Boundary saved, just the one. It's got him off strike, that's what they need to do. Malingan can do it with that sort of action. I mean, we've seen him do it for years. Well, the last couple of overs, that action, and hit the block hole time after time after time. And practice that bowling with a tennis shoe and just hit it one of his running shoes all the time. That's what he does.
Also seen bowlers, fast bowlers, use the change-up, the slower deliveries, pitching it on a length. That's usually a good option to have as well with your Yorker.
2 balls remaining, 186 on the board. Prize of catch it. Nope, it's going to be on the bounce.
The other good option is a good short pitch delivery, well directed to the head of the batsman, just to keep them checking. I don't think Tessara has the pace, but still the accuracy in bowling short.
Darren, have a look at the field placing. Deep backward point, deep cover, and a short 3rd man. doesn't rhyme well, doesn't make any sense. If you're looking to bowl outside the off stump, then you have to consider an edge as well.
Last ball of the innings. Sweeper's got work to do. They're going to come back for the second. No, they're not. Just settle for the one. So that was thrashed on the offside by Pereira. So 20 overs up, 188 for 6. I don't think that's necessarily running away with it, 188 for 6. I think the dew is going to be a factor. I think that they certainly need to bat well, the Gall Gladiators. But they're bowling, they'll look back at this bowling, and I don't think it's their best bowling performance, which means guys like Gunatilaka has got to make sure he bats really well. He's a bit of a lone ranger for them, but it's got to be a real team effort with him batting really well and playing the lead role.
I'm with you, Hazy. You know, they have to bat with a method. Otherwise, there is every chance of this innings going to tatters. They'll be heavily relying on Gunatilaka, who's been absolutely brilliant with this journey in this My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League.
Jaffna Stallions will feel very happy with the score that they've gotten. 188 above par. And they're playing according to their plans, not according to the opposition. They wanted to bat first, put runs on the board, and rely a lot on the strength of their bowling, which has often delivered for them in previous wins. So, using their own strategy to get an outcome sets up a nice contest.
It was a good start from the openers, especially Johnson Charles was looking so good, and there was a stutter in between when they lost 3 wickets for 76 on the board, and after that partnership between Malik and De Silva set it up nicely for them to finish off strongly.
One thing they could look at, the Gall Gladiators, is no one got away there. It's not a huge score. No one got an 80 not out. However, Pereira not out 39 off 14 balls is really dangerous. Those little cameos can certainly win a game. If you look at the bowling, I think all the bowlers will certainly get some tap here. Go to the economy rate straight away. No one has been contained. 9 and over for Amir, 9.75 for Tashara. Lakshan also going at 9s. Rajati also at 9, and also Sanakan going at 10.25. That's more expensive than what they normally do. 3 wickets to Lakshan. So they certainly struggled a bit, and they would be more than happy to say they didn't get their lengths right or their lines right. However, at the same stage, I'll just mention that they haven't got away totally, the Jaffna Stallions. So we should have a pretty good game here. Conditions are really good. There's going to be a bit of dew around. The track is a good one, and that's what the Gladiators need in this big final. 189 they require, and the target is just under 9.5 runs per over.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेगी?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जाओ।
पैसे राहुल के पास है।
राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं
हम। तुम कौन? मैं?
हाँ तुम, बस तुम।
उफ़।
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
It cheats. It isn't cheating. Charles Ingram was completely innocent. There's a pattern. Oh, what, coughing?
Let's play! Who wants to be a millionaire?
Come on, get out now.
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Good morning.
Morning, Sean.
Your temperature's almost 101.
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus. What's it called?
Keep learning more things about this disease. I don't know. It is not right.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID. We've both been exposed.
I want this to be over.
We all want it to be over, Sean.
I need to not feel sad, because everything sucks. People are dying, and we can't help them, and what is worse, you're not there.
You ready to move on?
No. But he'll still be with us, right?
I've spent 9 years behind these walls for a crime I didn't commit. You tore my family apart. Becoming a lawyer helped set me free.
Mr. Wallace deserves an opportunity to present his defense before a new jury.
And now the real fight begins.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
You're not starting to think Wallace is innocent.
Now I'll free others. I'm your lawyer now.
You can't back down now.
I won't.
Man, you're crazier than I thought.
I just got principles.
I'm sorry that you feel that.
Welcome back. Now just to look at what has happened so far in the final. 188 for 6. Visca Fernando 27, Charles 26, Lanka 10. Shab Malik played nicely for his 46 off 35, De Silva 30s, and Pereira was magnificent with that quick fire 39. The bowling, all the bowlers got some tap. The pick of the bowlers was Lakshman with 3 for 36 of his 4 overs. So it's not a huge score, it's not a massive score that the Stallions have got. They've done what they wanted to get after winning the toss and electing to bat first. So it is a good position for the Stallions, and the Gladiators have now got some work to do. And I think we all know that it's so important that sponsors are involved in big events like this, and we're now going to hear from one of the main sponsors of the Lanka Premier League.
Hi Bowan, it is an honor for Cycle to associate with My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. This initiative will make our association stronger and reinforce our commitment to cricket and in the Sri Lankan market. Cricket has been a key element in our brand journey right from our inception, and it has worked brilliantly for our brand. We believe that cricket unites the nation. We as a Cycle brand Handunkuru believe in supporting, nurturing and encourage budding cricket talents within the island. We coordinately thank Sri Lankan Cricket Board for organising Lanka Premier League. Thank you.
Chaminda, thank you very much, and thank you for your support as a sponsor, as a main sponsor in this tournament. Right, here we go. Players are getting ready to come out again. Umpires look like they've enjoyed themselves so far. Of course, there's work to be done by the Gaul Gladiators. Got Russ Arnold alongside me. Russ, the Stallions will be very pleased with what's happened so far in the first half of this game.
Yeah, won the toss, opted to bat first. The thought process being it's a final, it's all about temperament. Strange things go through your mind when you see that finish line. And hence going that way and getting 188, they'll be very, very happy. Now it's up to the bowlers, which they have been their strength. When they batted first, when they scored around 150, of course they've lost but pushed the opposition all the way. But anything more than that, they've defended easily. So lots of smiles. They'll know that they've done half the work already.
Rashan, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think runs on the board is always very important, Daisy, and as Russell said, the strength has been the bowling and the way the pressure gets created and the Hasaranga factor in the middle overs. You grab a few wickets earlier on and bring him on, unleash him in the middle. That's where everything starts to go wrong. But having said that, I see that this is going to be a huge game for the Japanese Stallions. Why I say that is considering the support base they have in the northern province. And the fact that there are young cricketers emerging from Jaffna, and this will be a huge boost, I'll tell you. And of course, let's not forget, the owners are local. See, I think if Jaffna Stallions win this, cricket will go through the roof in Jaffna. This is my personal opinion.
Okay, terrific. Nice thoughts. Righto, so let's see how Gunatilaka goes. Can they stop him? That's one of the questions that needs to be asked. The other questions is, can the Gladiators nullify Hasaranga? They're the two key players as I see it. Danushka Gunatilaka, what about this? Magnificent 20-over player. Highest score of 102 not out. In this event, he scored 475 runs, which is 227 runs better than Aviska Fernando before the start of this game. Zazai is his partner. He's someone who doesn't use his feet too much. Likes to give the ball a bit of a wallop, a bit of a chop. 144 is his strike rate, but they need to get off to a good start. That's what's really important. As we saw in the semi-final, Dhananjaya De Silva is going to start.
Yeah, two left-handers on strike, and Danushka Gunatilaka hasn't really had a great time against spin. He's been dismissed 7 times in the tournament and 5 against spin.
He was just bowling drifters, really. Just arm balls and drifters in the first semi-final that he bowled in.
See, what I would like to see, if Danushka bats deep, his contest with the leg spinner Vanidu Hasaranga, that will be a real mouth-watering contest.
In the 2 league games, Roshan, Gunatilaka versus Hasaranga, 6 runs to Gunatilaka off 10 balls, dismissed twice.
Yeah, I know. But if he can go far and if he can start flowing, because Hasaranga hasn't really been taken apart by anybody in this tournament.
I'm with you with those stats, Russ, but he did get scores of 56 and 38.
Yes, because Hasaranga comes on to bowl in the middle of the innings.
Zazai has hit it straight up in there. This is going to be out, I think. That's the first one down. That wasn't the smartest of shots, I'm afraid. They needed to get a stand together at the start. I guess that's pretty much the way he plays.
Yeah, that's been his tournament. He's not really come off, but we know that he can hit it and hit it hard and fast. But it's been a disappointing Lanka Premier League for Hazratullah Zazai. One of those drifters you mentioned, Hazy, and he knew straight away. His role at the top of the order was also to go after it, so Danushka Gunatilaka can settle in. It's not worked, but it's worked for Dhananjaya De Silva. Opening the bowling and picking up an early one. Zazai for naught. Gol Gladiators are 1 for 1.
पिच तैयार है, 30 minutes to go. My 11 circle पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. चैंप समझते हो? तो play with champions. Download My 11 Circle app now.
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined. He questions everything.
Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me.
Oh, it's a bit of an in-swinger that time. That's pretty well bowled. A big inside edge as well.
Dhananjaya De Silva is excited, but no one else. You mentioned support in the north, Roshan, but Jaffna Stallions seem to be getting a lot of support from around the world. Bhanuka Rajapaksa in next. So a shout out to all of them. Especially the troublesome trio watching from South London. Troublesome sisters.
Who's that?
Fans of the Stallions. And they're celebrating because they've picked up one. Avishka Fernando getting underneath that. 2 runs off the first over, but most importantly, they've lost a wicket, the Gladiators, 2 for 1.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack.
There's some trio watching from Southampton.
If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men. Your brother among them.
But if you look at Dhananjay De Silva, you could see that he's developed a little bit of a seam and swing rather than spin, which will be very useful going forward. In different conditions, he could adjust. But so far, we've seen him swing the ball so much. In the previous game too, he opened the bowling, got a lot of swing here too. And one other thing, Hazy, just to add, this is Ashan Ali's figures. We'll come to that after this ball.
Lakmal.
See, the strength I see in this Japanese Stallion lineup is that in the bowling resources, I really can't find a weak link. See, that's their strength. We've seen the Gall Gladiators, we've seen attack the weak opposing teams, attack the weak link. This is Suranga Lakmal, just warming up a bit. But here, this is before play. Here, this side, this Japanese Stallion side, that way looks a complete bowling unit.
He's been really good, Lakmal, on the power play. He's picked up 5 wickets. So he's been dominant in the power play. We know he's very good with the red ball. He sets the tone in the 5-day game. He'll be busy shortly in South Africa.
And if there's a little bit of swing, he will find it. He's that type of bowler. It's that test match length, as you just mentioned. That's what he'll try to hit. And Thisara Pereira will try and use him right through the power play, because that will allow him to use Shinwari and Duan Olithia later on in the innings.
Good clash this to Gunatilaka. Oh, swing again, bit of swing. Is the finger going up? No, it's not. There's a collision. There's going to be a run out, though, I think. There is going to be a run out. Lakmal's gone down. Suranga Lakmal's gone down. It's been sent upstairs, the TV umpire. There was a collision mid-pitch as the batsman tried to get back. Real indecision in the middle between the two batsmen.
Suranga Lakmal was appealing and he went towards the ball. Danushka Gunatilaka ran towards him, and then when he spun round, he was going the wrong way.
Big conversation there between the umpire and the television umpire to look at something as well. I don't think there's any indication of anyone changing their line at all. It was all just in the matter of trying to get back. He's out there, and I think that's going to be the bottom line.
That's another huge blow. I don't think we need to emphasize it anymore. He's been the standout performer, and the Jaffna Stallions have got their big fish. We're talking about fishing, Russell. They couldn't have caught a bigger fish here. Look at the celebration. Look at the celebration. My goodness. They're happy.
Unfortunate way to get out, but he's got to go, Gunatilaka. Quiet end to his magnificent tournament. 1 run, 3 for 2, the Gall Gladiators.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy, and I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined, and he questions everything.
Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing song.
Alex. Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
Arsenal is on strike. Like
Not perfect timing, but it ran away. My 11 circle champion shot. He's played many of those shots, but not today. What a disappointing end to the tournament for Gunatilaka.
Yeah.
Brilliant he's been.
You're dead right, very disappointing. You'll see where the replay comes. He ran like almost 3/4 the way down the pitch, certainly 2/3. Really strange the calling between Oshanali and also Gunatilaka. Oh, there's a nick, and there's another one. So that movement away, having a flash outside the off stump, and they've lost another stick.
This is poor cricket, really poor cricket. The Gaul Gladiators just, I hope not, but they seem to be collapsing like a pack of cards. 3 wickets now for 7 and 3 top order batsmen.
Jaffna Stallions celebrate. Suranga Lakmal getting that shape, getting a bit of extra bounce. The feet did not go because it was closer to the body and then ended up away. That's what he gets. He gets movement. When he gets movement, he gets wickets. We've got another. Ihsan Ali, he goes for 6. The Gaul Gladiators, 7 runs for 3 wickets.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
My daughter's very worried that I might have this virus.
It's not diverticulitis, it's COVID.
People are dying, and we can't help them.
I want this to be over.
They sure have their problems now, the Gaul Gladiators. 3 wickets down, just 7 runs on the board. Rajapaksa's there in the middle. He's injured, so he's going to be just hobbling around a little bit and won't be playing too many strong shots. Jay Syria is now just taking his guard. 88 matches, fairly experienced. Strike rate's okay. Highest score of 107. He's got some serious work to do here. Lakmal again.
They have held back Azam Khan, who's generally in by now, changing that batting order. They got a long line of left-handers, Gaul Gladiators. Feet going nowhere. Just throws his hands. The hands following the movement that Suranga Lakmal gets. We heard it from up here. Don't tell them it was off the stump, Mike, which we had in our ear, but we heard it.
We certainly did. We certainly did. That was a thick edge. But this is the perfect setting for the Jaffna Stallions. This is exactly what they are after. Allows them to unleash their attacking options.
What a terrific over. Gunatilaka departed. That was a huge wicket. 7 for 3.
पिच तैयार है। 30 minutes to go. My 11 सर्कल पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप now.
Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights.
As long as she has been in public light, there have been these ups and downs.
You want to make a difference, you want to have an impact, well then you got to get in the arena.
Come on, get out now. You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Kusal Pereira, Upul Taranga, so he's not going to worry about left-handers being there.
Oh, there's a bit of turn. A little bit of turn on the first delivery from De Silva.
That was bowled slower. That looked like the attempted off break. Let's see. I don't know whether it was seam up, but the pace looked like an off break.
It was the off break, but now this will also cause doubt in the batsman's mind. He's playing for the angle, and look at it go. Hitting him outside the line, so easy decision for Dharmasena.
I wonder how hampered Rajapaksa is going to be. He's got himself off the mark now. He's just hobbling. down the other end, holding that side as well. Suranga Lakmal was the man that just went towards the change room after rolling that over for a bit of treatment.
I'm pretty sure he'll be back because after the collision he bowled and ran in pretty well. It must be just precautionary for sure.
See, this is perfect. You spoke about left-handers. They're using the off-spinner. And what they're also doing, the other look, you see that last delivery, I think just outside the line. Impact his umpire's call. That's what saved him. Clear wide. See, dot ball's been brought in. So the pressure obviously starts to build. And then they come to a stage where the run rate has to be picked up. At which point I think they'll bring in the leg spinner. Down the wicket. And that's a safe shot. And gone all the way for 6.
Oh, good hit, good hit. That's why Shan Jayasuriya has been sent. 4 balls that he's faced. He's been trying to play various different shots. And you've got to try and take it to the bowlers too. You cannot die wandering. So this is very good from the Galle Gladiators in sending Jayasuriya with a specific role.
And straight away a long off has been posted. They won't be able to take any short singles because there's no way that Rajapaksa can fly. He'd need a few of those. Red balls will make him fly a bit. We'll give him wings. There's a non-striker's in and he's just hobbling around right now. Hard down to the man at long off. Just the one, so he's going to retain the strike. 9 runs from that over. 16 for 3.
पिच तैयार है 30 minutes to go. My 11 circle पे टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ. चैंप समझते हो? तो play with champions. Download My 11 circle app now.
Human rights are women's rights, and women's rights are human rights.
As long as she has been in public light, there have been these ups and downs.
You want to make a difference, you want to have an impact, well then you got to get in the arena.
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
No cheats. It isn't cheating. Charles Ingram was completely innocent.
There's a pattern. Oh, what, coughing?
Let's play! Who wants to be a millionaire?
Straight back at the bowler. The key wicket of Gunatilaka is the one that everyone wants to see. Now have a look how far he goes down with the running out. Oh, there's the collision with Gunatilaka. Then he has to turn around and try and get back. And he can't get back. Lakmal goes down. So that's a huge collision between the two of them there. There was nothing intentional whatsoever. It was in the appeal. And out by about a foot at the end of the business end.
Unfortunately for Gunatilaka, when he spun around, he was facing the wrong way and took a wee bit of a second to realize which way he should go. Because he was pretty close in getting in at the other end. So very, very unfortunate for Gunatilaka and the Gladiators.
And some great off the bat. Yeah, when he did collide as well, he had to go about 2/3 of the way down the pitch still to get to safe ground at the bowler's end. Both retaining the right line. There's no dramas there whatsoever with the line. Straight into the back of Lakmal. So he was in trouble. Then he had to spin around. It took a couple of paces to go back towards where he was from. Have a look the way he turns and goes back towards where he was, and then suddenly turns around again and has to go back to the bowler's end. So had he continued going straight towards the bowler's end, he would have been fine. Quite an astonishing collision, really. It is a huge wicket.
He's looking to play shots, Jayasuriya, but Suranga Lakmal backing his length. You can see Danushka Gunatilaka just wandering down, not really putting his head down, and suddenly realizes that he needs to sprint. Wonderful length from Lakmal, sticking to that top of off stump line and length. 4 dots, the pressure builds.
This is outstanding. This is really outstanding. They've been good at the top. The bowling has been excellent.
Now what does Lakmal do? He's bowled 4 deliveries on the same spot. Does he change this? Jayasuriya will be looking to swing.
So I think he should just carry on doing what he's doing. Why does he have to change when it's working?
Shot the stumps, would have been out. Would have been out by some distance. He cannot run quickly. That's the problem.
Yes, you got to feel for him. It was not that he was just ambling across. Bhanuka Rajapaksa had a bit of an injury earlier in the field, and I don't think he can run any faster. That would have been really bad for the Gladiators if Dhananjaya De Silva's throw had hit. Oh, so close, so close. That would have been number 4.
I think Rajapaksa had given up. He's not even trying to make an effort.
It's not a matter of him can't run fast. He also won't be able to stretch out with the bat. That side, whatever he's done to his side, it was clearly very painful. He's on his back for a good 20 minutes, getting some treatment. Oh, that's hurt. That's hurt. We hope he doesn't do any more damage to what he's got. End of the over, 17 for 3. Just 1 run off.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। My 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड My 11 सर्कल ऐप now.
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined and he questions everything.
Pace and feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the...
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never trying.
De Silva into his 3rd over, but from the other end, Lakmal, 2 overs. He's bowled over the wicket and around the wicket, so you see it sprayed around a bit, but it's perfect line to left-hander and right-hander. Test match length, he's sticking to it. He's tall, he gets a bit of bounce. Choose the call, Asalanka's there.
I think what they need to do all the time is throw at Rajapaksa's end. He really can't run very much at all. That's the problem he's got right now, so that's hurt him a lot. That was the last ball, the last over. I presume the medical staff said it's okay if he goes out there. Bit of excitement from the bowler.
Well, this is the last ball of the last over, and then just see how Bhanuka Rajapaksa is struggling. He's in serious pain, and I sometimes wonder, the whole idea of he being there, this is a bit uppish, because let's hope he not, injure himself more, and also the fact that he might be just using up some very important deliveries. But on the subject of injuries, Russell, I think the Japanese Stallions have played it really smart. Because I know they lost a few games, but the fact that they rested some key players are paying great dividends. This is that injury we're talking about. This is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
That's his front side, which he has to use a lot more than the other side. It's his right hand. Left-handed batsman, your leading side is what he's injured there. Top shot, that's what he can do. He's a quality player. He's on the ground, but he screamed it through the covers for a My 11 Circle champion shot.
Rested some players.
That ends the over, 24 for 3.
And this is making no sense, really.
करोड़ों fans खेलेंगे, करोड़ों fans जीतेंगे. कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? My11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ. Download the app now.
The return of the most dramatically lit show in history. I just want to have one moment where somebody thinks he's not just a pretty face. Another celebrity gets in the hot seat, so join us.
You told me these questions weren't going to be missing.
bleeding. They lied.
A.
Yes. Am I right? You are right.
It's gone 24 for 3 now. Suranga Lakmal was getting a little bit of a rub as well.
He'll be good to go. Suranga Lakmal. Now Bhanuka Rajapaksa seems to be getting onto his feet, but you can't afford to do this every ball. But a quality shot though. Gives himself room. Got strong wrists which he uses. And carves it over the covers. Down he goes. Five overs gone, just the 2 bowlers used so far for the Jaffna Stallions, and looks like they will stick with Suranga Lakmal, which would mean that their options they're holding back are very good. The MVP of the tournament, Danushka Gunatilaka, he's so far ahead in his contribution. He's been wonderful with the bat. Banindu Hasaranga is still to come on with the ball, so he has an opportunity of closing in on that. Lakmal around the wicket.
Back against the wall. Goal Gladiators, having already lost 3 wickets. Their captain injured and batting and fighting, showing his worth.
Yeah, batting to come. Azam Khan has been held back. Now he's a goer. Mohammad Amir bowled well today. Then there's Sahanara Chige. And the match winner of the semi-final, Dhananjaya Lakshan. They are the options that are available.
Crisp looking shot. Drives it through the gap. He goes down. It's a My 11 circle champion shot. But the batsman is hurting.
He's in agony, but not prepared to give it up. He's the captain. He's trying his best. Once again, sees an opportunity to send the ball over boundary line. And straight away felt that pain.
He might be hurting, but he's playing some quality shots. He's showing what he's made of. And it's a time that you got to put mind over matter. 9 off 5. Looking good, Bhanuka Rajapaksa.
I'm looking at this Goal Gladiators batting order. And no Azam Khan just yet. He scored 55 against Dambulla Viking, his highest score, batting at number 4. And that position is where he batted most of the times in the tournament. In this final, not seen as yet. Your thoughts, guys?
That's surprising for me because he's not very efficient against spinners, especially the leg spinners, and holding back against a bowler like Hasaranga and few other spinners. Let's hope that strategy works for them, but doesn't have the potential.
Well, he's the only right-hander in that list of left-handers to follow as well. The wickets to fall. Hazratullah Zazai, now he's a left-hander. Long line. This was very, very unfortunate. Gunatilaka went the wrong way, too late. And then in the second over itself, Ehsan Ali.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery. Just left the batsman a little. But the bounce the bowler got on that occasion pronounced it.
My own thoughts, Azam Khan should be batting at number 4. He averages 44. He is crucial, especially in a run chase, because of his high strike rate.
And plus, with the off spinner operating, would have been a better option.
Going full. But the only reason I can think is Shayan Jayasuriya getting the promotion. They were in trouble at 7 for 3. Go have a go. Let's try and get us out of this hole. But he's got 12 off 19, but he's played so many shots. It's not come off. Last ball of the power play. Swings again. Dot ball. Magnificent power play for the Jaffna Stallions. 6 gone, 33 for 3.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
सोनी लिव लाया है फ्री गेम्स का खजाना। लाइव टूर्नामेंट्स का सेंसेशन। इट्स गेमिंग का अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन। जस्ट प्ले एंड विन और जीतो लाखों के कैश प्राइजेस हर दिन। Only on Sony Live app.
Goal Gladiators behind the 8 ball, so to speak. Jaffna Stallions, they were way ahead at this stage of the innings. 51 for 1 is what the Stallions produce with the bat and the power plays.
175 is the highest score that has been successfully chased. Goal Gladiators, I think, scored that against the Colombo Kings.
Yeah, coming to the point you were making, Darren, you know, when you are chasing a big total of 188, there has to be a method. This innings has been bereft with a method, and that's why you are seeing this innings gone to tatters. You have to give credit to the bowlers who were aware to the situation, bowled with the right ideas. Fielding has been good.
Sounded sweet and flies all the way for 6. This will be good for the Goal Gladiators.
When he hits the ball through covers, he feels the pain on the side. But whenever he's looking to hit the ball towards mid-wicket, no pain. That's good.
Yeah, a couple of dots. He had to go, you have to go, you have to try. Takes the fielder on and just gets it over Vanindu Hasaranga's head.
And again, this time further. Gone for 6. 12 runs off 2 deliveries. Wow.
That one picked off the bat. It was a towering 6.
I think he's searching for that wicket, Dhananjay De Silva, and he's getting punished. But when batsmen are injured, they are dangerous because they'll have only one way to go, and that is just swing and play your shots. That's what Bhanuka Rajapaksa is doing now, and he's finding the middle of the bat.
Again, another bowler. Main offered the chance to bowl a full complement of 4 on the trot. So that with Lakshan, Sandakan in the first innings, Arachige as well. Nicely stroked down to long off. Expensive over, 13 runs coming from it. Is the momentum going to change? 43 for 3.
करोड़ों फैंस खेलेंगे, करोड़ों फैंस जीतेंगे। कौन जीतेगा और क्या जीतेगा? my11circle.com पे आओ और खुद जान जाओ। Download the app now.
Hope is a dangerous thing.
They're walking into a trap. Your orders are to deliver a message calling off tomorrow morning's attack. If you don't get there in time, we will lose 1,600 men, your brother among them.
Zooming back into the MRI Cricket Stadium here in Hambantota. It's the final of the My 11 Lanka Premier League, My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League. So far, if you missed a bit of the game, Jaffna Stallions opting to bat first, 188 for 6. In reply, Goal Gladiators, 43 for 3. Captain Pereira with the ball now.
Interesting. Underbowled himself throughout the tournament, Tisara Pereira. Should be contributing a lot more. He's very experienced. Got a good slower ball, bowls cutters. We still haven't seen the front-line bowlers.
Takes it up and over. Dealing in sixes, the captain. He is giving it a good thump with anything short.
Yes, he's aiming that mid-wicket and square leg boundary. And this is not the first time we have seen him hitting the ball over the boundary line.
My 11 Circle champion fan, the winner today with maximum points on the My 11 Circle app. You can pick your team, win maximum points and be featured as well. Clipped up and again. Goes all the way for 6.
This is awesome batting. Went across his stumps and picked it up over fine leg. 35 or 14. He's having a good swing. The captain is injured. There's only one way to go. This is awesome batting. Very good options.
Well, the captain will be hoping that he keeps on getting the ball at that length, back of the length. Seems like an easy option for Rajapaksa.
Where will he go in terms of length? Goes a bit fuller. Better result. So 13 runs from 3 deliveries in the over.
Had 13 in the previous over as well. Suddenly they are breathing. They'll start believing once more, the Galle Gladiators. That's exactly what they needed. Shanjaya Surya needs to get his captain on strike.
Playing a miss. In this T20 game, we've seen in past matches how it can shift in terms of control. Jaffna Stallions, they've been dominant in first 6 overs or so. Now there's a bit of a surge in terms of this run chase from the Galle Gladiators. Nice piece of feeling. Doesn't prevent the 50 partnership between these two. 51 from 38. Good recovery after losing early wickets.
They're coming at the right time. Job not finished. They have to carry on if they are to challenge a strong side like Jaffna Stallions in this finals. End of the 8th, it's 58 for 3.
हेड और टेल जी देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माय 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माय 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Harshad Shantilal Mehta.
Big bull.
Man of integrity.
Harshad is a hero.
Fraud.
Harshad Mehta bheko.
शेयर मार्केट इतना गहरा कुआं है जो पूरे देश की पैसे की प्यास बुझा सकता है और मैं इस कुआं में डुबकी लगाना चाहता हूं।
रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ।
देखो मैं सिगरेट नहीं
सर्कल पे अपनी
जेब में लाइटर जरूर है धमाका करने की।
41 runs coming in the last 4 overs for Galle Gladiators. Haven't seen their trump card. And that's Jaffna Stallions' trump card with the ball. Manindu Hasaranga, leading wicket taker. Tisara Pereira opted in for Shoaib Malik as the new bowler.
Rajapaksa will be eyeing only one area. He will be trying to swing as hard as he can.
Captain going on a punt. Looking to buy a wicket here through Shoaib Malik. He'll be flighting the ball high. He's looking to bowl slower, but not good enough for the captain. Beautifully executed stroke. It was by 11 circle, champion shot.
3 for 7. The Galle Gladiators won. Nicely tossed up. He might be hampered with a side strain, but does have good shots. Nice friendly start up from Shoaib Malik.
Gone! Wicket immediately! 150 wickets for Shoaib Malik in T20 cricket. What a moment for him. Known more for his batting, but a landmark wicket, you would say, for the Pakistan international.
Captain going on the punt, and the bowler responded. How much improved fielder Shinwari is. He ran few batsmen out in the previous one, and that was a well-judged catch.
Yeah, Rajapaksa, he was going at everything, but it was entertaining while it lasted. 40 off 17, 62 for 4, the Galle Gladiators, and it's time for the strategic timeout.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
Hello, Alex. Your uncle was a spy. And I think you are too.
Alex is bright and determined, and he questions everything.
Pacing feet, screw my face to the beat. I am the dropout, the cop out. They scraped off the.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I've got a lot of power like King Kong or Kim Jong. Never try and test me with your pretty little sing-song.
Alex. Alex.
People want you to be someone that you're not. You're Alex.
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play? This is the show we're going to pitch.
The classic TV game show.
The top prize of £1 million.
It's multiple choice, which has never been done before.
It's my turn. My wife, you'd better. She's played before.
Oh.
You know, when I'm at home, I guess wrong 80% of the time.
Side strain, but
Okay, something's weird.
My strategy has worked so far. He's a real dodgy one.
Normal people don't play like this.
Charles, for £1 million.
Guilty! I'm calling the police.
We're placing you both under arrest.
Charles Ingram is completely innocent.
It's giving an advantage. They're cheats.
It isn't cheating.
This is theft. There's a pattern. For what, coughing?
Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Ingram. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
अरे दीदी, ब्राइडल मेकअप, ब्रेकअप मेकअप, नो मेकअप मेकअप, जैसा लुक बोलेंगी ना बिल्कुल वैसा लुक दूंगी आपको। और देखना, लोग पहचान ही नहीं पाएंगे कि ये वही नज़्मा आपकी है।
अरे जिस नज़्मा आपकी की पॉपुलैरिटी पे ये शो मिला है, लोग उसे ही नहीं पहचान पाएंगे और आप खुश हो रही हो। कॉमन सेंस के बस नाम में कॉमन है, बट है ये बहुत रेयर, इसीलिए है ये शो। और दीदी आपको पता है, आजकल तो दिया लेके ढूंढो ना तो भी नहीं मिलता कॉमन सेंस।
Tournament, a half century and a strike rate of 182. Best time for him to shine as bright as he can. Can there be a twist in the tail?
Good bowling from Shoaib Malik. Employing his experience, saw the batsman coming down, bowled it wide and pulled the length back, hence induced an edge and was well taken by Shinwari.
Yes, saw him coming. Banko Rajapaksa just used his feet a little too early. And Malik fired it shorter, wider, and he also got some turn. Can be dangerous, Azam Khan. But the Stallions have still not introduced their trump card in one in the Hasaranga. Look at that strike rate. He can do some serious damage. Shinwari has not been introduced yet.
What we've seen from Azam Khan is not instinctive type play. He's a natural boundary hitter. Does the pressure make him change his approach? That's the big question.
And Shoaib Malik is aware of that. The last delivery, he fired it in, right in the block hole.
Doesn't change his approach. Typically aggressive. As you saw from that shot, using his feet, aiming to hit down the ground. 9 overs gone, 65 for 4.
डिसीजन पेंडिंग है, पर तुम्हारा डिसीजन अभी ले लो। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
अगर तुझे इतना सारा पैसा मिले तो क्या करेगी?
तुझे छोड़ के भाग जाऊँ।
पैसे राहुल के पास है। राहुल को पकड़ सकते हैं हम, तुम। कौन, मैं? हाँ तुम, बस तुम। उफ़।
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
They're cheats. It isn't cheating. Charles Ingram was completely innocent.
There's a pattern. Oh, what, coughing?
Let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire?
The Rajapaksa and of course his son, the Honourable Sports Minister Nama Rajapaksa, without whose support this tournament would not have happened. And those are the positives you like, and you need everyone's support. And cricket, and everyone should be thankful that that support is coming in abundance. Here's Usman Khan Shinwari for the first time today. I like the way he runs in, gallops in really.
I like to echo similar sentiments. Russell, they've done a fantastic job in hosting this wonderful tournament. Has put Sri Lanka on the global stage in terms of sport. That's the perfect respite for the challenges of COVID-19. I'm sure many Sri Lankans are quite proud of what they've seen on television in relation to this tournament.
It's all about taking initiative, and things will follow. Eyeballs getting involved.
Well, LPL 2 not too far away. Scheduled for July, August, and that should be bigger and better. Chipped over, gets it over. Just enough, and it'll run away. My 11 circle champion shot. Azam Khan likes to hit the top of mid-off. We've seen that many times.
He didn't middle it. Just chipped the ball over mid-off with a good result. Nicely bowled though.
Still a messy position to be in. The score 69 for 4.
All right, Russell, I know that was your ODI number. It's a number that you're familiar with.
Is that all you know?
69, that is.
He has played too much of Tambola. He likes that topsy-turvy, don't you, Russell? Oh, shot! What a shot! A shot on jab, disappeared.
Shinwari under pressure. Stand and deliver. Quick wrists. This is very good from Azam Khan. Well, they held him back, but he's not holding back. Just picks that up.
Minimal effort, efficiency with the swing. Picked the length up quite early. Didn't commit himself too early on that front foot, which allowed the room to access the ball through the onside. Absolutely beautiful.
Manindu Hasaranga being introduced won't be too far away. That will be a great battle. I'd like to go a step further in thanking even the military, the health officials. Leg side-ish, but they're asking the question. Palle Guruge not moved, did look leg side-ish.
Well, the captain is tempted to review it, asking for help, asking the wicketkeeper, should I or should I not?
Time's up. Oh, he's asked for it. On the stroke of our timer turning 0. And yes, he's been informed. He will check with the third umpire if it was on time. So he said that it's too late. Sri Lanka cricket IPG, the players, everyone involved. If you missed anyone, toe first, but was the line right?
Touch and go. Yeah, toe first.
I don't think it hit the bat at all. I think the bat hit the pad, but the question mark was the line. But it did look leg side-ish. 76 for 3, the Jaffna Stallions at this particular stage. So the Gaul Gladiators have clawed themselves back in.
Don't rule them out. Gaul Gladiators still fighting. Skyer, fielder convenes and takes it. Shoaib Malik completing the catch. And another one down.
46 with the bat. Shoaib Malik chipped in with a wicket, and now a catch. This is his second.
Shinwari too quick, cramped Shahan Jayasuriya. That's all right. First point of impact. There's something behind the line. Jayasuriya, 25 balls for his 15. Sometimes you might think, get another man in. Gladiators have lost another 15 to Jayasuriya, 76 for 5.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
हर्षद शांतिलाल मेहता,
Man of integrity.
Arshad is a hero.
फ्रॉड।
Arshad Mehta है कौन?
शेयर मार्केट इतना गहरा कुआं है जो पूरे देश की पैसे की प्यास बुझा सकता है, और मैं इस कुएं में डुबकी लगाना चाहता हूं। देखो, मैं सिगरेट नहीं पीता, पर जेब में लाइटर जरूर रखता हूं, धमाका करने के लिए।
One of the most exciting all-rounders in this tournament. Local boy, Dhananjaya Lakshan, loves a challenge. That's the way he's played. He's played with a big heart, played the game in the right spirit, and he's been successful for his side.
We've taken note of him. With ball, with bat. The Gladiators have sent him in earlier. He's got a promotion. Growing in stature. Last ball of the 10th. Gets it through. Usman Khan Shinwari bending his back. 10 gone, 76 for 5.
हेड और टेल ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
You never win with violence. You only win when you maintain your dignity.
Charles Ingram, are you ready to play?
They're cheats. It isn't cheating. Charles Ingram was completely innocent.
There's a pattern. Oh, what, coughing?
Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
We got the Honourable Prime Minister, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, his wife, Mrs. Shiranti Rajapaksa, and of course the board president, Shamma Silva, and Mr. Krishanta Kapua. They're all very well known personalities in the cricketing circles.
There's nothing in this game, really. Let's look at that.
Right, the equation now 96 of 50 balls, which is just over 11.5 runs and over. 5 wickets standing for Gaul. That's the key. That is indeed the key, because the partnerships from here, this partnership promising 17 of 11, but still a lot of work to be done. We spoke about Shinwari. He is a wholehearted cricketer.
Yeah, I like him. He bustles in. He's done sterling work in the power play too for the Stallions when he's bowled. So he's someone who really gets stuck in, which is nice to see. Obviously got good support from his teammates, and well liked by his teammates, because they give him as much encouragement as possible. I mean, something out of the ordinary has got to happen here for the Gladiators, but we've seen too much T20 cricket around the place over the last little while, and we've got to think back of the last semi-final when the Gladiators play, that some strange things can happen. When they got up in that semi-final, it was an amazing performance from them when Lakshan hit the winning runs coming from behind. He's got a job to do again today.
They certainly found it hard in the last game. They found success with a lot of sacrifice, a lot of hard work. Just got over the line in that last game.
How enjoyable has this been? This Lanka Premier League, I think, has been terrific. I've been involved in quite a few of these franchise tournaments, and I think this has been really special. I think the talent on show has been great. The conditions have been outstanding. Pitches have been magnificent, and they've tested all the players. I think it's been really, really impressive.
Taken, big nick. Dhananjay Lakshan goes. That's another one. He's not happy. And does that surprise you? Really flashed hard. Big nick. Shinwari, the wicket taker. Yep.
लो सूख गए दाग, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता।
जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल। इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सख्त सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
सर्फ का 10 अब दे 10% ज्यादा पाउडर।
Do the do.
इसीलिए तो बचाए थे पैसे।
इसीलिए तो हम कहते हैं मोल सुप्रीम अर्थक्वेक रेजिस्टेंट स्टील बार। घर छोटा बड़ा नहीं, घर महफूज होता है।
20% off on Jazz Weekly Super Plus अब सिर्फ 240 रुपए में। मिलाओ *505#। दुनिया को बता दो।
Hila Fresher, now new and fresher.
Sahana Rachige, it's early days in his career, but the strike rate is decent. The average is all right. 150, 630s. Wanidu Hasaranga, over number 13. That's the googly, swung away on the leg side. So Azam Khan will have to do a lot of work here.
All hopes on Azam Khan now. If you're a Gaul Gladiator fan, he's been tremendous, terrific. Both the line runs, always looking to bowl wicket to wicket.
I mean, that shows his leg spinner. He's got a terrific googly, and he's also got the flipper. We saw him pick up a wicket in one of the games with the flipper, which was just absolutely magnificent. LBW. He's a real talent. Turns the ball a good distance too, both ways. He will be aware that there's a couple of things he needs to work on, but that's fine. I mean, he's young. He'll be happy to do it. Here's a look at the dismissal. Thick outside edge. And disappointment there for Lakshman.
The Gaul Gladiators have lost too many wickets close to each other. And Shinwari again just getting that important wicket. Lakshan, who was the winner, match winner and the man of the match in the semi-final. He was giving himself room, looking for that slash. And a bit of extra bounce accounting for that wicket.
The challenge now is for Azam Ali to be on strike all the time, as much as possible. That's the challenge. So he's got to hit Azam Khan, sorry. So he's got to try and hit boundaries, or get twos or dot balls. Singles are not going to help too much because end result is the over's not going to be considerable in the end.
Quite a bit of new talent has been unearthed in this My 11 circle, Lanka Premier League, and for me, he's one of them. Sahanara Chige. He's a dependable bowler. Looks a good batsman too.
लो सूख गए दाग अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता
जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सख्त सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले नया सर्फ एक्सेल दागों का चैंपियन
सर्फ का 10 अब दे 10% ज्यादा पाउडर
Just for men for hair and beard. Buy अपना natural looking color सिर्फ 5 मिनट में.
PAYTM International.
इसीलिए तो बचाए थे पैसे
इसीलिए तो हम कहते हैं मोल सुप्रीम अर्थक्वेक रेजिस्टेंट स्टील बार घर छोटा बड़ा नहीं घर महफूज होता है
So Olivier for his first ball, Azam Khan on strike. He's got his field well set. He knows the areas that Azam Khan's good at. He plays the pull, tends to go through mid-wicket. We showed you his scoring areas. So the mid-wicket, long on, square leg is taken care of.
That's what you have to do as a bowler, cramp him. Just don't allow him to free his arms. He's been quite efficient in this Lanka Premier League. He's contributed in difficult times for his side. All fair.
He's been interesting to me because he's dropped his pace considerably. He's been bowling around about the 130 kph mark, occasionally a little bit higher, but he normally operates 150. That's what I've seen him bowl when he's been playing for South Africa. He's concentrated on his control. End result is, yes, you're right, he has been effective in there. He's done a job that's been asked of, and he's bowled at awkward times as well.
I must say that Goal Gladiators have been a little bit unfortunate the way the game has panned out. Didn't start off well. Every start or every bowler, the first three bowlers, they started poorly. They conceded a lot of runs. Then Bhanuka Rajapaksa's injury, Danushka Gunatilaka being run out. So really things not going their way. But take nothing away from the way the Jaffna Stallions have played. This is it high with a lot of power, and he gets it over the line. Azam Khan continues to enjoy pace on the ball, and that's a 6. The 100's up.
The line was outside the off stump, and the length was a bit short. Allowed Azam Khan to swing his arms and seized on the opportunity. Another 6.
That sound off the bat was terrific. Crisp. Probably the longest boundary too, 74 metres it went. A couple of fielders hovering down there. Wonder how Olivier's going to respond. Oh, he's whipped that away for 6 as well. That's beautifully played. That is terrific. Couple of 6s and 2 balls.
It's more like Azam Khan's response. Short delivery, swung away over mid-wicket, then the full one. Thank you very much. On a length. Over square leg she goes. 6 more.
Yeah, he got outside the line of that delivery. And that's why he was able to execute that stroke. That's good batting. Outthinking the bowler.
79 of 38. That's the equation.
This is now his second highest score of the tournament.
Slower delivery, didn't really get hold of it. Holds out to the man at deep mid-wicket. Olivier wins that battle. Took a lot of pace of the ball, and Azam Khan fell for it. Well, I'm afraid it's possibly the last.
लो सूख गए दाग, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता।
जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सख्त सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
सर्फ का 10 अब दे 10% ज्यादा पाउडर।
Just for men for hair and beard. Buy अपना natural looking color सिर्फ 5 मिनट में.
PAYTM International.
Fire Oat Gold. Do the do.
फास्ट केबल से जगमगाए हर खेल का मैदान, परफॉर्मेंस शानदार, रियल क्वालिटी की पहचान, तारों से सितारों तक, फास्ट केबल्स।
इनवरिक्स लैब इंस्टेंट गैस वाटर गीजर, स्टेनलेस स्टील बॉडी और पाकिस्तान में पहली बार 4 रॉ बर्नर। इनवरिक्स, चेंजिंग योर लाइफ बेटर वे।
Last ball of the over. Punched away on the onside. Finishes the over with a
20% off on Jazz Weekly Super Plus. अब सिर्फ 240 रुपए में। मिलाओ *505#। दुनिया को बता दो।
Do the do. तवानाई से भरपूर मजेदार।
Are you upset when you can't access your favorite apps? Don't worry. Super ZVPN selects
अपना natural looking color सिर्फ 5 मिनट में.
PAYTM International.
Fire Oat Gold.
इसीलिए तो बचाए थे पैसे।
इसीलिए तो हम कहते हैं मोल सुप्रीम अर्थक्वेक रेजिस्टेंट स्टील बार। घर छोटा बड़ा नहीं, घर महफूज होता है।
हम लड़कियों का फेस फ्रेश होना चाहिए।
फेस फ्रेश ब्यूटी क्रीम।
जो फेस फ्रेश वही ब्यूटीफुल।
फेस फ्रेश।
Just for men for hair and beard. Buy अपना natural looking color सिर्फ 5 मिनट में.
A little bit flatter that time, a little bit quicker. Well, the Stallions have got to be so pleased with the situation now. Here's another look at the wicket. Comfortable catch taken by De Silva.
Yeah, in the semi-finals against Colombo Kings, Mohammad Amir was given a flighted leg spinner which disappeared for a 6. But Hasaranga bowled a googly and removed Mohammad Amir.
There's the owners and the Stallions starting to look very animated. Azam Khan isn't. Let's look at Azam Khan's wicket. Comfortable catch taken. He was the one that really needed to be there at the very end if they had any chance.
Yeah, they've done a lot of things right. Preparation. All things were done. A franchise with a few plans for the future, and Another thing to note is that the only franchise with local owners, or most local owners.
They are talking about Gol Gladiators. It was always going to be difficult for them. Yes, they won few games, very close ones. The confidence was high, but a different opposition.
Confirmation of the most wickets now for Hasaranga. 17 wickets, a good break of 4 wickets. Donaldai Luxon. So that's another tidy over, just 3 runs from that. Also a wicket, 15 overs now.
রিপ্লেসমেন্ট ওয়ারেন্টি বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর 2 বার অর্জন করেছে সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক, বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
ঘোলা, উফ, ঘোলা ঘোলা, সব পরিষ্কার, আরো পরিষ্কার।
Wickets for all the bowlers.
Olafia now. Just past the keeper, and that's gone for 4. Nice and fine. Lanka Rajapaksa, of course, has had his troubles tonight. There he is on the sidelines, captain of the Gol Gladiators. This is where he got injured, where he saved that boundary and hit the ground very hard indeed, but clearly pulled something, strained something on his side. Then he came out to bat and he played a couple of really strong shots when he first arrived, but they hurt a lot. He hit the deck a couple of times. Then he decided when he got a little bit warmer, he could go airborne. He started to hit a couple of huge sixes, which was nice to see. And then, in the end, it was all over. Back live now, sweeper. Coming back for 2.
Played his best innings, actually, of the tournament, Bhanuka Rajapaksa being injured. So he knew he was restricted, opted to play his shots, and didn't they? He hit them well. Sahana Arachige having a deep 2, Duan Olifier's extra pace working in his favour.
I just hope that injury's not too bad, because he looked in a really bad way and he could have aggravated it considerably. He's going to be okay over the next couple of days. Olifier again.
Just add to Bhanuka Rajapaksa, I felt when he assumed the captaincy of this Gol Gladiators team, that positively impacted his batting. Played really well. Unfortunate for him, didn't really go on to get big scores. Would have loved to have a big score in this final and lead his team over the line.
Started playing his shots, and that brilliant knock we're talking about came about when the Gladiators were way under pressure. 7 for 3.
High on the bat. Going to think about coming back for 2, but just settle for the 1. Runs are hard to come by now.
They're not going to take on that man. That was Hasaranga in the deep. Jeez, hasn't he been good? We always knew he was a talent, but he's now made a lot of people around the world take note of who he is and his capabilities.
Been a leg spinner as well. We know of the expectations of having to take wickets all the time, put the opposition batting under pressure. And he's done exactly that for the Jaffna Stallions. A significant part of their success in this tournament.
Picked up as a marquee player, not off the draft.
Straight to the man at mid-off. No run.
The only local player picked up as a marquee. And he's really showing his worth.
I think the other thing about him also is he's just an infectious cricketer as well. That's what I like about him. Hasaranga, he's one of those guys, he bounces around, he's got a big smile on his face. We know he can bat as well. But when you've got a leg spinner who's prepared to try and help the youngsters and get involved with other team and provide serious advice, it's worth gold.
Worked very well when we saw the leg spin of Vijay Kant, Vyas Kant. It was a great partnership. Good end to the over from Olifier. 16 bowled, 124 for 8.
And also we're going to signal here for a strategic timeout.
ঘোলা উফ ঘোলা ঘোলা সব পরিষ্কার আরো পরিষ্কার
ভিশন টিভিতে আরো পরিষ্কার ছবি উপভোগ করতে 4K অ্যান্ড্রয়েড মডেলের সাথে আকাশ ডিটিএইচ কানেকশন একদম ফ্রি।
রয়্যাল শেফের প্রাকৃতিক গুণাবলী রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা গঠন আর ইনফেকশন রোধে ভূমিকা রাখে। রয়্যাল শেফ সানফ্লাওয়ার অয়েল, স্মার্ট ফ্যামিলির হেলদি চয়েস।
খিদে কি যে ভাই কখন যে লাগে, সময়ের জ্ঞান নাই যখন তখন জাগে। খিদে যখন লাগে বসে না মন কোনো কাজে, পড়াশোনা ভাল লাগে না যখন আসে খিদে, সমাধানও আছে সহজ এখন হাতের কাছে। বসুন্ধরা ম্যাকারনি, খিদে যখন।
তিনটি ভিন্ন শেপে দারুণ মজার বসুন্ধরা ম্যাকারনি, খিদে যখন তখনই।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোনো উন্নয়নে আপোষ করেনি বাংলাদেশ, কোয়ালিটিতে দেয়নি বিন্দুমাত্র ছাড়। আর এই উন্নত বাংলাদেশের সুরক্ষায় আপোষহীনভাবে সাথে আছে বিজলি কেবলস। বিজলি কেবলসে ফায়ার রিটার্ডেন্ট ইনসুলেশন ব্যবহার করায় বৈদ্যুতিক দুর্ঘটনা হতে নিরাপদ রাখে। বিজলি কেবলস, নিরাপদ সংযোগে সমৃদ্ধ জীবন।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় ব্যাংক থেকে বিকাশে অ্যাড মানি করুন কোনো খরচ ছাড়াই। দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে।
মিনিটে মিনিটে ক্যাশব্যাক, বিল বিকাশ করলেই প্রতি মিনিটে প্রথম জন পাচ্ছেন 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। তাই বিদ্যুৎ, পানি, গ্যাস সহ সব ধরনের বিল আজই বিকাশ করুন।
রয়্যাল শেফের প্রাকৃতিক গুণাবলী রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা গঠন আর ইনফেকশন রোধে ভূমিকা রাখে। রয়্যাল শেফ সানফ্লাওয়ার অয়েল, স্মার্ট ফ্যামিলির হেলদি চয়েস।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় ব্যাংক থেকে বিকাশে অ্যাড মানি করুন কোনো খরচ ছাড়াই। দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে।
ভিশন স্মার্ট ওয়াইফাই এসি যা লং ডিস্টেন্স থেকেই কন্ট্রোল করা যায়। এর গোল্ডেন ফিন ও 3D এয়ার ফ্লো সিস্টেম ঘরকে মুহূর্তেই করে ঠান্ডা। ইনভার্টার কম্প্রেসরে 10 বছরের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট ওয়ারেন্টি।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
So 16 overs gone, 124 for 8 it is. The required rate from here is a lot. 65 required from 24 balls. Hasaranga has got 1 over remaining, 1 for 14 his return at this stage. 10 dot balls he's bowled. Leading into this game, he bowled 97 dot balls, which shows his worth as well.
What a player. Man for the future, age on his side. It's all about attitude. A lot of players do have the skill, but it's the attitude that puts you in a different level. Competitiveness. In sport, you could even call it arrogance in a good way.
I think the other thing about a lot of these bowlers that have been in action tonight is the ball is obviously clearly wet. I've been watching quite a few of the Stallions. They'll be getting the cloth out and drying it a lot, but that doesn't seem to worry them too much. That's just missed the off stump.
Well, they knew that about the dew factor, but the fact that runs on the board and a bowling attack like this should be able to back yourself. There's a lot of experience. And of course, unlike the league stages, there's less dew because we're starting an hour earlier.
Japan Stallion, as a team, has shown is the ability to be courageous, to back their strengths as a team. Yes, as a cricketer, you've got to take into consideration the conditions, but you always need to ask yourself the question, to what extent? And that is what Japan Stallions have done. They were aware of the dew factor, but they back their skills more than it.
Through the legs, actually, the fingers of the bowler on the bounce. I think it was a catch. Ground staff have been absolutely sensational. He's the man that's been overseeing the pitches here. Godfrey has done a wonderful job. 10 pitches have been used, and there's never been one problem with any of the tracks at all.
Yeah, we haven't had any that turned square or misbehaved. Just we've had dry conditions, slow conditions, but still been great for cricket. Just a single off Wanindu Hasaranga's spell. Wonderful Lanka Premier League for him. 4 overs, 1 for 18. 128 for 8.
I hope all our viewers in India who have downloaded the My 11 Circle app have had a great time throughout this tournament, having fun with their selection of their teams. 7 players only per team can be selected in their 11. I bet you, they might be all playing the My 11 Circle app, the game, selecting, maybe changing some teams, I don't know. But I hope you guys have really enjoyed it. It's around the wicket, optimistic.
Yeah, Shoaib Malik. The pace taken off. Malik's had a great game. Batted really well. A partnership with Dhananjay De Silva. Got himself to 46 before he got out. A couple of catches and the big wicket of Bhanuka Rajapaksa. At the right time for the Jaffna Stallions. No ball. Racing him just a little too early. That's a mistake you cannot make as a spinner.
Indeed, it's gifting runs to the opposition. Jaffna Stallions not too worried about the situation and the equation of the match. He's such a professional, Shoaib Malik. He'll be disappointed with that last effort.
Of course, it's a free hit. Now that was the bat went further than the ball. There's no doubt about it. The bat went about 5 yards further than the ball.
Sweaty gloves, signals for a change of gloves straight away, but fired in by Shoaib Malik. Jeez, it's going. They haven't had a perfect game throughout the tournament. There were doubts when games were lost.
Now there's a man down there. Is he hovering underneath it? Yes, he is. Hasaranga is the catcher. So Shoaib Malik has picked up another wicket. Good catch by Hasaranga down there. Knew exactly where that advertising triangle was.
It's another aspect to his game. That ball, he knows to catch him too. Placed himself very nicely, judged it to perfection. The 9th goes. Shoaib Malik having a great day. Sarna Rachige, another batsman, another player who's made everyone take note that he can play. Look out for him. He's gone for 17. Ball Gladiators 130 for 9.
Nine down now. Tushara. This is the non-striker's end. Flighted delivery from Shoaib Malik, as was the previous ball, which picked up the wicket.
A little quicker. Arachige getting underneath it. The various players been popping up right throughout the tournament. bowling's been good for the Jaffna Stallions. Runs for Lakshan. It's running away Olafia. He'll catch up with it. But this is the first real team performance where everyone's cashed in. Batting and the bowling. No better side, Darren Ganga, than a team of Stallions galloping around with their tails waving. This Jaffna Stallions team playing like that today.
It's a good side, but if they're running at you, not a good experience coming your way.
They're not running at me, that's for sure.
Must be a nice feeling out there for the guys in blue. 1 wicket away from winning this first Lanka Premier League. Too many runs to get. There's a big smile from the captain. 18 overs gone, 133 for 9 now.
হাত ঘুরে নতুন ঘরে ভালোবাসা কোমল স্পর্শ রেখো মন জুড়ে একটুখানি।
গত 20 বছর ধরে এভাবেই বাংলাদেশের ঘরে ঘরে কোটি মানুষকে ভালোবাসায় জড়িয়েছে আমাদের টিস্যু। ভালো থাকার ভালোবাসার 20 বছর বসুন্ধরা টিস্যু।
Lot of young players, opportunities for them and experience. They'll only be better for that experience. It's been a good campaign that ticked a lot of boxes.
De Silva.
The other De Silva, the older De Silva, has Banindu's brother, Chaturanga. It's been a very successful campaign for the Jaffna Stallions in every way, on and off the field, and also for the Lanka Premier League.
Jaffna Stallions showing character. They started off their campaign with 4 wins in a go and then fell apart. Lost 3 more, there was a no result. Then picked back steam in the semi-final.
Players rested, niggles. Come the semi-final, come the final. They had their strongest players, or all players available for selection. Tight schedule. I guess that was needed to be done, but the other teams could not handle that.
Yeah, they did well getting their strong teams back. They certainly just perhaps upset their rhythm a little bit in the middle. But got it back in the end, and here they are, 1 wicket away from winning this first Lanka Premier League. Wherever you are around the cricketing globe, I hope you've thoroughly enjoyed watching this event, Season 1.
Not too far away, Season 2. It can only get bigger and better. A lot of excitement. Sri Lanka hadn't had any cricket to celebrate for a long time. But this has come together beautifully, that's got to be said.
Let's hope season 2 that we can also have some packed crowds as well. That'll be nice.
And Darren Ganga will be back because during that time of the year, July, August, there'll be nothing to do in the Caribbean.
Ross Lionel controlling my schedule.
Solid drive, sweep on the offside. So just the 1 run off that over. 134 for 9.
স্বপ্ন পাতায় লেখা স্বপ্নের নাম তার ছোঁয়াতেই সোনালি দিন সফলতা অবিরাম।
আর এমন হাজারো স্বপ্ন 25 বছর ধরে বিশ্বজুড়ে ছড়িয়ে দেওয়া। ধন্যবাদ বসুন্ধরা পেপার।
Finish off.
This is the last over of the tournament. There's the champions, Rashid Khan, Sourav Ganguly and Shane Watson. They're the guys you can play with. And if you download that app, he can't stop smiling today. Tisara Pereira, look at him. Huge grin on his face.
The Sri Lanka team to leave to South Africa soon. Mickey Arthur will be happy. But none of these players are injured. They'll be coming to him fit and strong. Dotting it up. He doesn't want to get out. Lakshan Sandakan. Again found his rhythm and how he should bowl in the middle overs. The pace that he picked up. So a lot of positives in terms of young players finding their game. Senior players finding their mojo once again.
Spectators in the north of Sri Lanka will be switched on, will have smiles on their faces.
And also around the world. The troublesome sisters in South London as well. Doing cartwheels, I hope.
Just before the final, I also felt the pulse of the Goal Gladiators supporters. A lot of persons were queued on supporting the Goal Gladiators, and they can hold their heads high because this team came from nothing to get themselves into the final.
Sandakan looks like he wants to play out a maiden over. Last ball coming up. Foregone conclusion. The result of this, you'd have to say, from that first Mohammad Amir over, just looked like the Stallions were well ahead.
And there it is. It is all over. The Stallions have won the first Lanka Premier League. It has been a wonderful performance from these guys in blue. They were the strongest side at the start, there's no doubt about it. They were the best planned side at the start of the tournament. The way they've gone throughout the tournament has been absolutely sensational, and they can be so pleased with the way that they've won this tournament. The very first tournament in Sri Lanka goes to the Stallions. Congratulations to them. The celebrations are starting in the middle, and this means a lot to this team.
It sure does. It sure does. They tried hard though. They had their problems, the Goal Gladiators, but just far too short because the Stallions, they found their mojo. Come together as a team, complemented each other, and it's been a wonderful performance. Nicely led by Tisara Pereira, who understood the type of game his players were capable of and what was required. Great campaign. Ending with success for the Jaffna Stallions.
Fireworks to celebrate the win. Jaffna Stallions, champions of the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League 2020. I also think the fireworks must also be for all teams, the organisers, the government of Sri Lanka, and everyone who has made this tournament possible.
For Sri Lanka cricket. Sri Lanka cricket a winner in a big way. It's been a long time since we had something here, but it's come up with a lot of positives. Local players showing their worth, showing their skills, and making people take note.
I think a couple of things about this Lanka Premier League. There's a big thumbs up from the captain, is that one, it's given a real platform for some of the younger players to shine in particular, and we've seen them. We've seen them already. We've seen the Hasarangas. We've seen these sort of guys really start. There he is. What a champion he is. He is going to be something really special. The other thing right now is there's people sitting at home in Sri Lanka watching this event, watching these broadcasts, and saying to themselves, I want to be there one day. They're aspiring to be there. And that is such an important thing. I think all professional cricketers around the world remember a time where they saw something, whether it was live on TV or live at a ground, that made them think, right, I want to be a professional cricketer. I want to do something with my game as a cricketer and really improve. And this will give youngsters something to aspire to and to join, franchise to join, academies to join as well. And it's going to make a huge difference to cricket in Sri Lanka.
The internationals who came to the team contributed immensely in holding the younger players together, giving their best out in the middle. Usman Khan Shinwari, it was awesome to see, galloping in all the time whenever the ball was thrown to him. Shoaib Malik, Johnson Charles, Duan Olivier, with his difference. It was wonderful to watch. Tom Moores, a young talent, will see more of him in the future. Great combination coming together and entertaining, very dominant in this final. You'll have to say that the Gaul Gladiators totally outplayed Roshanabe Singers downstairs.
Well, Johnson, it's great to have you with us. You must be really pleased with this win, and particularly the role you played.
Definitely, it always feels so great when you win a championship, and you know the feeling is overwhelming. And you know, I've had a few games, you know, played for the team. I'm just glad that we made it over the line, and it's a very, very, very great feeling.
Do you think that the additional responsibility of wicket keeping really propelled your game as an opener?
Definitely, because like I've said before, wicket keeping, it always makes you look at the bowlers and more closely, and you know that's one of the perks of keeping. So I think it's definitely played a role.
In hindsight, the score you got, were you confident when you went out there?
Definitely, with our bowlers and the level of skill they have, we were definitely pleased with the score we got.
What happy memories would you take back about the LPL?
Just lovely atmosphere. Everything about the LPL was good. You know, the guys are lovely, the place is lovely, the food, everything is just great. So I have a lot of memories, and to win a championship twice in Sri Lanka and 2 trophies, that's lovely memories.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us, and all the best.
Thank you.
Johnson Charles, one of the performers for the Jaffna Stallions, didn't get a half century today, but contributed significantly with the bat in the semi-final that they won. Always a special feeling as a player when your hard work culminates into lifting a trophy. And that is what Jaffna Stallion as a team has done today.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I mean, they got a very big total after winning the toss and electing to bowl first. To bat first. Sorry, here's a look at what the Gaul Gladiators did. They were chasing a big total, so they had to go at runs just under 9.5 right from the word go. When you're chasing that sort of total, you can't afford to lose wickets right at the start, and that's what happened. It wasn't just the one. It was a couple of wickets. In fact, it was 3 fairly quickly, and in no time they were 3 for 7. So that put them on the back foot. Gunatelika is the huge one. He was run out after that collision with Tessara Pereira, and when you collide with Tessara Pereira, there's only going to be the one winner, I guess. In fact, it was Pereira who ran him out, and he collided with Lucknow. And Ashan also missed out. Rajapaksa was very brave with that knock of 40 off 17, and also Azam 36 off 17. So 135 for 9 wasn't anywhere near. Here we go. Here's one of the owners in the middle. Owners have joined the team, so now they're thoroughly getting involved in the celebrations, and that's nice to see. The owners have actually been very good with the side. They've allowed the team, the coach, to play as they want to play without providing any instructions, and they've been on the sidelines providing as much support as possible. So great to see them involved.
Very much so. It surely was a collective effort, as did the Jaffna Stallions bowlers did when they defended their total. 2 wickets, Tushman Shinwari. They got early wickets, and that set the tone for the innings. Gaul Gladiators never recovered after the loss of 3 early wickets. Hasaranga was economical. He picked up a wicket. He bowled after the damage was done at the top. A wicket apiece for De Silva and Lakmal. And 2 wickets as well for Shoaib Malik, the experienced Pakistan international.
Yeah, the problem is they always had control, the Jaffna Stallions, after 3 for 7 in not even 2 overs. That's where the damage is really done. Okay, there's a look at the match summary. The Stallions 188 for 6 with quite a few guys getting runs. Malik, Pereira, De Silva and Visca Fernando. And Luxon was the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 36 off his 4. And the Gaul Gladiators 135 for 9 in reply. Rajapaksa, the captain, will be very sore in the next couple of days, but he made 40. Malik picked up a couple of wickets as well. So really good performance in the final by the Stallions, and these celebrations I think are going to go on for some time. That's a very happy bunch of players, and those who have been in that sort of situation know what it means. What it means is all the hard work that they put in leading up. They had a 5-day camp which put them on the right foot before they even arrived and started playing in the games, which is certainly worthwhile. And here's some of the winning moments. There's the captain grabbing a souvenir. as the teammates came out in the players. And the celebrations have started there, and they will continue for some time tonight, I'm sure. So congratulations to the Stallions. We are not finished, of course. We're going to come back to see the presentation, also hear from one or two more players. We're going to take a break and we'll be back shortly. Stay with us.
He was waiting for that.
বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর দুইবার অর্জন করেছে সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
ভিশন স্মার্ট ওয়াইফাই এসি যা লং ডিস্টেন্স থেকেই কন্ট্রোল করা যায়। এর গোল্ডেন ফিন ও 3D এয়ার ফ্লো সিস্টেম ঘরকে মুহূর্তেই করে ঠান্ডা। ইনভার্টার কম্প্রেসরে 10 বছরের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট ওয়ারেন্টি।
কত গৌরবে সরবে জেগে উঠেছি আমরা বিশ্বজুড়ে। সবাই দেখছে আমাদের শ্রেষ্ঠত্ব। মহাকাশেও আজ এক টুকরো বাংলাদেশ। মুক্ত আকাশে তাকিয়ে ছোট্ট শিশুটি হাসে নির্ভয়ে।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
ভিশন রেফ্রিজারেটর, সব সময় সতেজ খাবার।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
বসুন্ধরা এলপি গ্যাস পরপর দুইবার অর্জন করেছে সুপার ব্র্যান্ড অ্যাওয়ার্ড।
রয়্যাল শেফের প্রাকৃতিক গুণাবলী রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা গঠন আর ইনফেকশন রোধে ভূমিকা রাখে। রয়্যাল শেফ সানফ্লাওয়ার অয়েল, স্মার্ট ফ্যামিলির হেলদি চয়েস।
ঘোলা, উফ, ঘোলা ঘোলা, সব পরিষ্কার, আরো পরিষ্কার।
ভিশন টিভিতে আরো পরিষ্কার ছবি উপভোগ করতে 4K অ্যান্ড্রয়েড মডেলের সাথে আকাশ DTH কানেকশন একদম ফ্রি।
ভীষণ কুড়মুড়ে গোলমার্ক পপস বিস্কুট, একটু জায়গা বুঝে খান।
ভিশন স্মার্ট ওয়াইফাই এসি যা লং ডিস্টেন্স থেকেই কন্ট্রোল করা যায়। এর গোল্ডেন ফিন ও 3D এয়ার ফ্লো সিস্টেম ঘরকে মুহূর্তেই করে ঠান্ডা। ইনভার্টার কম্প্রেসরে 10 বছরের রিপ্লেসমেন্ট ওয়ারেন্টি।
রয়্যাল শেফের প্রাকৃতিক গুণাবলী রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা গঠন আর ইনফেকশন রোধে ভূমিকা রাখে। রয়্যাল শেফ সানফ্লাওয়ার অয়েল, স্মার্ট ফ্যামিলির হেলদি চয়েস।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
ভিশন প্যাডেলস্টাল ফ্যান এর 99.9% পিওর কপার আর অ্যারোডাইনামিক ব্লেড বিশুদ্ধ বাতাস ছড়িয়ে দেবে সবখানে। ভিশন প্যাডেলস্টাল ফ্যান, সময় কাটুক স্বস্তির সুবাতাসে।
আফি ম্যাঙ্গো তাক লাগানো অফার। 250 মিলি আফি ম্যাঙ্গো 20 টাকা, 500 মিলি 35 টাকা এবং 1 লিটার আফি ম্যাঙ্গো এখন 65 টাকা। এই অফার সীমিত সময়ের জন্য।
Welcome back. Okay, just another look at that match summary. This is the final, of course, of the Lanka Premier League. The Jaffna Stallions 188 for 6 after winning the toss and electing to bat first. You can see all the batsmen got runs, and a couple of guys who missed out in the semis, in particular Malik and Pereira got some runs as well. Luxon was the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 36. The Gladiators in reply 135 for 9. Rajapaksa was very brave with that 40 off 17 balls and not enough wickets, I'm afraid, at the start for Gladiators. That was their problem. The Gaul Gladiators losing wickets at the start, and Malik picked up a couple, 2 for 13, and the Stallions won by 53 runs. Okay, let's go downstairs. We've got Russell Arnold downstairs, and he's got one of the very happy players with him.
Yeah, he's happy. Dhananjay De Silva, who's with me. The result never in doubt because you were dominant from the start.
Yes, of course. Because 180 plus in the scoreboard, you know, pressure, 4 opinion, batting second, always in a final. So we were happy, yeah.
Is that why you wanted to bat first?
Yes, of course.
And you, when you came in to bat 3 down, you needed a partnership and then you accelerated. Brilliant with Shoaib Malik.
Yeah. You know, Malik is an experienced player. He just told me what I can do and what I have to do there. So I think it comes off.
And playing your shots, have you discovered anything about yourself?
No, you know, I haven't get a chance to bat up in the order in the last matches. So I think it was the best chance for me to perform.
And bowling, I thought you're an off spinner, but you got that ball to wobble. What are you doing?
Yeah, some tricks now, yeah.
Oh, you're full of tricks. Well, the Jaffna Stallions were full of tricks out there, plenty of options. How's the team and how's it now that you've actually won the first tournament?
Yeah, you know, we were like always together happy with the team, you know. And winning the final is always a pleasure to us and for the owners also. So I think, yeah, it's good.
Well done, Dhananjay. Go enjoy yourself and good luck in South Africa too.
Thank you very much.
Tom Moores. Tom Moores, how was your experience out here, and good to be part of a winning combination?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it's an amazing experience to be part of this Jaffna team. A great coaching setup and a great bunch of lads. You know, it's just been an incredible experience for us all, and it's part of a big family, which is great.
And the team plans, how everyone's gelled together. You made lots of friends and learned something about the culture?
Yeah, friends for life. Learned a lot about the culture. Yeah, it's just been an unbelievable experience to you know, for us all to gel together and mix together from different backgrounds has been unbelievable, and we've become a big family, and you can see the way the lads are celebrating now. It's going to be a good night.
And throughout the tournament as well, you won 4, then there was a bit of a hiccup, but at the right time, everyone was able to come together.
Yeah, definitely. I think we always, you know, backing from the coaching staff, we always had belief that we would always come through at the right time, and we always stayed confident, even down, you know, when we lost and the results didn't go our way, we were always confident, upbeat in the dressing room, and everyone had each other's back. So I think, yeah, you know, some unbelievable performances through the tournament, and it's been really good.
What about Tom Moores for the future? Will we see you back in Sri Lanka?
Hopefully, yeah. It'd be really nice to come back here. I've loved my time here. I've loved the franchise. I've loved the team. I've loved everything about it. So fingers crossed, yeah, we'll be able to come back.
And I'm sure everyone concerned would have loved having you too. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Well, a couple of players who've been here, local and also overseas. But here's a man who's been behind the scenes. He's been carrying the role of mentor from India, former Indian player Hemang Badani. Tell us about your experience.
Well, it's been wonderful, Rush, to be honest. The way the tournament has gone by, the way the Jaffna Stallions have come